Right. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to... Okay, Michelle, check this is on, because I won't know yet. I see Mr. Bazza has just done his, no idea fella, has done his left launch. Oh, perhaps that's what I'm drinking now, but if not, I'd just like to change the plan. And I felt the keg from yesterday and thought, okay, let's wait on that. Okay, let's just check this channel out. Right here. So, we are here. Fake sports car receding hair. That's it. As Robbie Williams once sung. God, I have to watch an advert. Yeah, put it out for. Right, now. Okay. Yeah, there you go. All there. So, right, 2 of us here, see? 3 minutes early.
There we go.
Yeah, it was kind of an eventful day, isn't it? It's like the train service. I don't know if anyone knows, they're not very good at the moment. It was like, and then I've hurt my foot, haven't I? Which didn't help matters.
Yeah, you're kind of a bit in pain, weren't you?
But I'll tell you what, Andex on draft today was absolutely fantastic. It was, I'm not joking, how they got that over. It was like drinking it. It wasn't far off drinking it in the monastery. I swear it was like, that was one of the best draft beers I've had in a long time. It
was very, very nice. I had to try one as well.
Well,
yeah.
It was absolutely, sups. No, I'm not. I got a ticket for tonight, but no way, mate. They're all drunk already. No way, Pedro, mate.
The train's been a bit funny and everything else. We didn't want to risk being inebriated and not like that.
Yeah, no, because it was finishing at 5, so we got out early to beat the crowd, so no one stood on my foot.
Yeah, there was that as well.
Overtime ban on trains, only earning 700 a week. I can well believe it. No wonder he was happy doing the tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one of them things, isn't it? It was. I said to her, look at the time. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, fella. Good to see Gareth Edmonds in the house. Someone we know.
Yeah, we have had a good day.
So, yeah, I'm on Hogarten. I was just about to pour a left launch and realised that
it's nearly gone.
Someone's drank a bit more of the keg.
I got into that keg a bit.
Than I was doing. Hey, good to see you, Craig. Good meeting you again today. Yeah, I saw myself in your video earlier. I looked at his video that he'd done earlier. I thought, I know that bloke with that weird banana shirt.
It was you.
It was me. So yeah, yeah, Andex on draft, Mark. I cannot say, as I said, how nice it was.
Yeah.
So Simon tried it as well with us, didn't he? We had a little chat about it, and he was absolutely amazed.
Did you get to have some? Was it?
Craft beer, mate. Had some as well, and everyone that had it was yeah. Bloody summer holidays, all the prices hiked up. Evening, Ian. Good to see you.
Hi,
the old mate from school was with us yesterday. Then he went to school with me, and he still speaks to me. That's very rare. There's not very many people from my school actually on my Facebook account or anything. Funny enough, I don't know why. Yeah, can't be at Hogarten. It's like Michelle's on the left blonde. Oh, big hitter. But no, the idea of that is no. We're trying to run that one down to load in. So we're going to have to. We ain't going to have to do the 4 beers tomorrow, are we? Why would I put the Franz corner in? Okay, I'll work on that later. Right, let's have a look. David Price, evening dynamic duo. Not dressing up tonight, mate. I'm sweating out. I was going to put me pizza thing on, but I'll keep that for tomorrow. But yeah, Hogarten, old man's drink. No, not really. Had rationing finished when you were at school, Paul? No, Mark, and then started, mate. It's that long ago. And when the kids said when we were at school, they didn't even have cars. It's kind of like.
One of the kids asked me that when we were little. Cars about when you were little, yeah.
Gareth, you still wanting beer tips? I think he's completed what he's doing. Somebody said tits out for the lads. I mean, you, Paul.
Yeah.
Me. Oh no! I was going to, as I say, I was going to. It's like today. I was going to take my banana kit with me. I was going to go dressed as a banana to the show and that, which would have done everyone's nut right in, wouldn't it? But it was great. It was great to meet up with some people. We've met up, obviously, like Craig, who's here, and Craig done some lives from there. Do check out his channel, Kent Beer Reviews.
I have to say that today was absolutely great for that, wasn't it? Getting to meet up with so many different people from YouTube. That was a really nice experience, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, the Prime Minister was there, wasn't he, at one stage?
Yeah, I didn't rush to go and see him, mate.
I didn't see him, funny enough. But no, Simon was trying to get us all together, but it proved impossible in the end.
About 9.
No, he said there was 12. 12 people from YouTube. I'm sure that's what he said, but it was impossible in the end to get everyone together, wasn't it?
Yeah, because everyone was wandering off to go and fill up their beers and stuff.
And getting drunk. Sadly, I started school before you, and we still had milk before Thatcher stole it. Yeah, I remember our milk. I don't remember milk at school. Sunday school, I used to get milk.
We used to have milk in my first school. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, because I didn't like it then.
Yeah. Trying to get an answer out of him. It was nuts. Geezy is definitely radio mental. RG, you're right. I mean, let's be honest here. As in Gareth, as in the Welshman, he's 3 cans short of a 4-pack, mate. The guy's crazy. Guy's a lunatic, mate. But no, it was great there today. As I say, it was really good the way everyone.
Yeah, it was such a great atmosphere, wasn't it? Really, really good atmosphere.
Yeah, it was like I say, our tickets are for all the way through, so we can go back whether we will or not. We've got
it's just the trains are quite difficult. It's only not that far away.
Right, so
there's some trains not running and things. It's just a real headache.
But you know, it was great to go to, like as Mark said there, to have Andex on draft is worth the entrance fee.
Yeah,
I've never had it in the UK. RG, why not? Maybe I'll do the hard bar. Right, RG. He does want more bottle tops. That's a bit of luck I didn't chuck all these lot away. I watched some of Craig's videos. Saw you both on there too. Yeah, I saw Craig's video. I thought, who's that Wally in a banana shirt? It's me. RG, sorry I didn't see your message. Blimey, he's being polite. He can't be drunk yet. It's a bit early for him. You got any takeaway yet, fella? See, I get the wife to cook. That's what, you know. Well, kind of, let's say. Hey, Johnny, good to see you, fella. Hello, you love it, bear. Order left blanche, Corona, which I haven't tried yet. Funny enough, do you know the 2 you got there? That's my exact delivery today, isn't it? A left blanche and a Corona, which I haven't tried yet. Hawkston, which is about, yeah, the Hawkston, there's so many mixed reviews. We had a couple of kegs of it and found it great.
Really good. That was some people have been moaning, but in all personal experience, it was good.
Always like Robbie Williams. Very helpful. Thank you, Gareth. I know. I just watched Rob before we came on, actually. He was showing his new shirt, wasn't he, on Instagram or somewhere. Great minds think alike. You know it, Johnny, mate. Oh, yeah, I do like Corona, don't we?
It's good sometimes. Although,
yeah.
It's been a bit off the weather today.
The weather was...
Sometimes sunny.
The weather was kind of... you just didn't know what was happening, wasn't it? It was like... We had a nice Indian in there, didn't we?
Oh, God, that's spicy, though, isn't it?
No. So I'm trying not to get the shits. I'm trying not to drink too much. So I'm getting in practice for next Friday because I can't act like a Wally because obviously the Perfect Draft people are there next Friday and I don't need the King of Perfect Draft drunk and singing angels today. It's really not going to go well. Yeah, I'm sure Robbie is, mate. 2 kegs of Lindsay. Yeah, it's because it's cheap. Welshman drinks anything cheap. That's cheap. Yeah, it's actually a good deal. Lindsay's not a bad pint, in all due honesty. I quite like that. Enjoying spatting on the PD. It's mad with all the time we know in RG for him now to be with the PD with us, isn't it?
That is.
Looks like I've missed out on the left, mate. You haven't missed out. It's a lifesaver. Trust me.
Yeah, that's tricky stuff.
Yeah. Old Baldy just took his time to plough through it, innit?
Yeah.
He finally got his review. It was like that is don't get me wrong, it's a great keg, but Jesus. We've got some deals on £28 a keg. Yeah, they need some deals, mate. The rubbish they keep selling. I'm taking a break from the drink this week, though. House sitting at my parents looking after the dog whilst they're on holiday. That's Johnny.
That's fair enough.
Fellow Spurs fan, like us. Moving forward, trying to crown of the summer's championship. They keep blocking all the comments. They're weird, aren't they? Right, oh, get one of your details. Oh,
Yeah, my glasses then, please.
that's really, yeah. Foxy RG said, okay, Gareth, I have your details. I'll just blast the effers over when enough. I don't know why it's not showing everything. It's having a right weird spell. Keep saying show, hide, and then I put show, and it says another moderator handed this, and I don't know. This message is held for review. YouTube's having another funny spell. Oh, that's come up on here now. Oh, good night. Please, just don't.
You're alone.
I'll get the dog harassing me. You've only been out for how many hours?
Yeah, I went out that one really, weren't we?
We left at 10 and we were back just before 6. Yeah. PD through the roof now. Yeah, don't start everyone off. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's not £40 plus kegs though.
And you missed Chris.
And Chris, what's happening, guys? Yeah, see, that didn't come up on here. Now it has. That was a festival. No, it was great, mate. As I was saying when I started the stream, to have Andex on draft and getting old real craft ale drinking it as well, wasn't it? Was like pretty good. When he didn't, it was like wow. And we were talking about the monastery and Germany, and that's funny enough. Me and Mark were talking about before his knowledge of German beer. Like Mark knows his stuff with Germany.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when Mark's been out there at 9 years old, he knows a hell of a lot more. Probably might know. You actually probably know more than a lot of us put together, but we're still learning, and it's an adventure learning about
It is a real adventure. There's so
German
much
beer. I've been on the piss in Dundee today, totally hammered. Just, you know, just allowed, mate. I actually thought we'd be coming back drunk. I didn't think we'd do this one, but it was kind of like the trouble was, we met Paul, John, obviously Craig. It's hard to remember everyone's name. I get confused, and then we met the policeman that gives me the shakes. And we had a good chat with him, and you know, I was a bit shaking. I was hoping the handcuffs weren't going to come out. But no, shout out for Chris's beer reviews. First time I met him, absolute legend. He didn't arrest me, so I'm pleased with that. But yeah, I know nothing. As I once said, you do know your stuff with German beers. And you know your stuff. I'm still learning, mate. I didn't really discover Franz kind of for what? When did I? You see, the funny thing is, if you go back to Kronenberg Blanc, I was actually into wheat beer in the 90s. But then,
Was it that Belgian festival?
yeah, it was that Belgian festival. Yeah, I had a banana beer.
It was a coconut shell.
You need a lot of Andrix on the bog most of the time, man. Not very nice, is it? You're drunk again. But no, it was only about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
No, we would have had it longer because we had a perfect draft for over 8 years, nearly 9 years. So it's about 9 years into Franzkeiner. Or did we not drink Franzkeiner at first? I know we drank Left Ruby. Or did they not even have Franzkeiner on the I can't remember. Yeah, the Blanc was a cracker, mate, wasn't it? Obviously, we still got some here, but SJ's going through the Blancs when he comes out here and going through my rum like it's like water, and it's like...
Yeah, it's so careful.
You're in the bar tonight, Dad? Yeah, but you're not. Can't afford 3 of you in here every night. Jesus. He won't drink the draft or anything, but when it comes to the rum and the Blanc...
Yeah, that's what he's always delighted.
It's all right, you can palm him off. Carlsberg Export was much better than the original. It's not usually a beer I enjoy. I can't remember the last one. When I get another pourer attachment so I can have another PD keg ready to rock and change the beers immediately without pissing about changing the whole press on the pour. Best place is eBay for them, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
Oh shit! But is it a pro or the original one? Because you get the tap handles on the normal Phillips tap handles on eBay all the time. As I said, I'm a snake. Where is he then? Where is the man? Mrs. Bazza, I brought a few new glasses, but I have no idea.
Yeah,
pro. No, I don't know about that, mate. I don't know. I'd contact Perfect Jar. Don't Gareth. Come on, you get the handle things for the pro. It's the whole thing, isn't it? You want the whole.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, when you've got your.
Oh, gee, Gareth may have a spare. If hopefully you can see what each other's saying. Yeah, it's I don't know where you get one from. You need someone with otherwise a smashed up one that ain't using it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen them, come up like. Well, I know what you mean. So you mean when he's half hammered and he's changing the thing.
Yeah, it's about we're taking the thing off. It's already on there. Just pick it up.
It's ripping the keg off the hard thing. That's Michelle knows.
Yeah, took the top of my thumb off, getting my thumb off tonight.
Stop licking my arm, you weirdo. Dog is very strange. Every time I stop stroking him, he starts licking my arm. But yeah, no, that was an absolutely great day, wasn't it? And I know a lot of people say a lot of things about the Great British Festival. Oh, this is the stupid thing as well today. This shows you right, we are dumb and dumber, or dumb and dumber.
Yeah.
And right, we travel all the way there today. And I said to Michelle, do you know, like, I went to this place about 30 years ago to a computer fair. And Michelle says, yeah, well, I went for a horse riding thing. So we're on about, years and years ago. And it weren't till we got right outside.
And
I thought,
last year.
I was here last year. This is where I met Craig.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I was like,
oh, shit, what dickhead. So, yeah, we were there this time last year. Well, we did the last day, didn't we? So, hence, if I looked on my YouTube a year ago, I would have seen it.
Much better doing it on the first day.
Yeah, because all the wheat beer's there. I know. Watch Bazza review on the left block. Tanner Nutter said that fella, mate. He's got no idea. I swear he's. Yeah, I know. You see, I'm sure Bazza knows something we don't, mate. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think Bazza, inside contact there at Perfect Draft, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, Bazza loved. Well, what he said to me was, the left twang. It was a great all-round beer, but he wasn't that sure with the left twang, which I don't think is as powerful. But then you've got to remember, me and Bazza are very different people. I mean, neither of us have no idea, really, if I'm true, but, as I say, he was meant to be appearing tonight.
We all do different things. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think.
One right person, he's got it right, and one has got it wrong.
No. Whoa. Listen, I got it right. Bazza's got it wrong. That's obvious, isn't it? Snogs? What's it on about? Easy to forget. It's been a year. Evening, Lee. Good to see you, mate. Maybe money or stuff. Oh, I get it. RG saying, interested, Gareth, we can sort something out. And Gareth picks up on that. Gareth don't miss anything in, does he? But yeah, no, I haven't watched Barry's review yet. I will do, because if I can pick out anything, he'll get told. As he does for me. He's we're very good with our morning chat, me and Baz, aren't we?
Indeed.
6:30 in the morning. I'm just going to take it easy, though. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the thing we were finding out last night is it flows down. And you've got to remember, it's 5.7, so you're going up the ante a bit here.
It might not be as strong as this.
Yeah, all good here.
It's still quite strong.
All good here, Lee, thanks, haven't we?
Yeah, good, thank you.
But yeah, it's kind of, it's a creeper. It didn't help that half the time we're pouring beers out the machine, and you've had a few, and you don't know if you're pulling blonde or bloody blanche. But yeah. Yeah, you kind of. But it's a great drink. It's a great addition to an already great range. I know we can go on about the price. I'm not going down that road. It was going to happen. Everyone knew it.
Unfortunately, that's it, isn't it?
Hi guys, good to see you. Can't stop long tonight. Just a thought. I check. I've not missed the cement mixer. No, I haven't not done that yet. I do know. I do have to get some Baileys at some point and some lime cordial and. Ooh. Yeah, I have got it on my phone. I've screenshotted it last time, so I haven't forgot, mate.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Can I get the cheap Baileys? And you'll drink it all once I get the Baileys.
You won't buy it.
Anything flows with you, Pat. Thermostat, important thing about the most important thing about today. Paul Michelle, did you manage to get any freebies or nick some stuff? No, I didn't pinch anything, but right, I've got okay. No, I've got it here. I got my little bargain, right? Jupiter pint glass, really hard to find, £2.
Yeah.
So I'm well happy. And I've got a really vintage Hacker glass tonight.
Yeah.
That looks like it's half dead, but with a little bit of a clean.
Mm.
It'll be okay, hopefully. But yeah, I've always wanted a tubular pint glass. Obviously, everyone's got the 2 third ones. But yeah, £4 for the pair of them. I was well happy, wasn't I?
Yeah, obvious.
Once it happened in Wales, Scotland, I was going to bring the tax into England. Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, Foxy, mate, I was so happy with that. I was like, I've got to get this. I've got to. And you keep thinking, shit, am I going to get drunk?
And you kept promising me no more glasses. And as soon as we heard about that bit of it, where
Actually,
yeah, I knew you would pick something up.
Actually, you can blame Simon because he sent me in there to look for bottles.
Yeah.
And there's all these weirdo bottles, which obviously he knew something about. Well, he didn't, because they're all real ales and everything, and there weren't much of it. Oh, there's a few on there, but not very many.
But
and then
you saw the glass.
Then I saw the glassware, and I thought, I might as well have a look. That tax is a UK tax, not an English tax. Yeah, it's just bloody annoying, isn't it? It's just morally wrong now. And the thing is, like, I get it with everything going up and that, but how comes Redneck's Farm? Who not put his prices up from Germany to England? You know, it's kind of wrong, isn't it?
It is. I think it's excessive. I don't like the way the shops have been lowering the percentage of the beers slyly, while still putting prices up.
Yeah, well, at least you know, with your perfect draft machine, like you're getting a decent Stella, you're getting a decent whatever. You know, it's not going to get well if that's the day they water down the Stella. Perfect draft, that would be signalling the end.
I think it would be.
You know, obviously the 15% discount is a major talking point that I've got to make them aware of next Friday, because people keep messaging me. Because if that goes, it's going to be messy. But I think they're working on a reward program, from what they keep saying, that the people that have brought the most are going to get the highest discounts. Well, this ain't going to work here, because you've got mate here that's halfway towards being a bloody millionaire that can buy and is buying for all these people that come to his house. Well, he's obviously going to buy more kegs than, say, me or Archie or Lee or Gareth, whoever. You know, I don't think that's fair, because then you're drinking that drinks, say, 1 keg a week, is going to get, or 1 keg a month is going to get penalised, if that makes sense. I don't think I got that out all right, did I? But
no, you did.
That's crazy, Mark. Yeah, Scotland wants to double the minimum alcohol tax next April. Jesus, mate, I'll be moving straight out of there. Germany only pays 3% duty on UK pay 35%. Scotland have a minimum price unit, including tax, but not sure how it affects the new thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Wales have the same. Jesus. Fucking absolutely mad world. But they
had the front to show his face at a beer festival.
Yeah, there he was, mate. There was the Prime Minister there today. I know. Everyone's like, the Prime Minister's there. Well, carried on doing what we were doing. Didn't even acknowledge him. Felt like, wanker. But no, I didn't. He was upstairs in the bit. You could see where he was, because where all the press were and everything.
I was going to say,
running around like headless chickens.
You knew something was going on, because they were like darting.
Well, I thought it was me. If I'd have had my banana, I should have had my banana kit on, you see. All the press would be taking it. I could have been in the national newspapers. There's a banana. Could have, couldn't I?
Yeah.
See, that was my chance. I didn't know the Prime Minister was there.
No, I did hear someone say it.
Swear.
I wasn't interested to see it.
It's a bit of a cheek, though. On the day that the beer goes up, there he is at the beer festival. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. It's the one I said I was talking to Mark about before. Brand's kind of going up £2.50 from 187. Right.
Yeah, that's one.
You know, I mean, it weren't that long ago, was it? We used to get 4 bottles of Franzkiner when we ran out of kegs for £5. And that was only, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will, but we're only talking of 3-4 years ago. Wasn't it? We had the caravan in, it was before Tony's. We used to sit outside in Dymchurch, and I used to say to you, the good thing with Franzkiner is you can drink it when it's not that cold.
Yeah.
And if we used to run out, well, we didn't take the machine with us. If we used to run out from here, we just go down to the Dymchurch Tesco's.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm sure it was pretty much, it's cheap as anything. It's about £1.25 a bottle. Sure it was. Sure it was £4 or £5. Evening, Tommy. Good to see you, fella.
Hi, Tommy.
I read recently there's no tax on Heather's bitter. Hold on. On Heather, that's centuries old. I don't think it's brewed anymore. It only takes 6 days, but I can't see it coming back. No, probably not. No tax increase on draft beer. Yeah, well, perfect draft. But they've increased that. That's two ways of looking at it, isn't there? I don't know. Some of the bottles in Wales, the all-time standard beers, it's 250 a bottle because of the tax. It's crazy. Right, Luke, got 6 kegs of Blade Heineken last week for the deal. Yeah, that was some deal, wasn't it? I mean, if you can drink Heineken, I'm not
Yeah,
exactly that keen on it, but then it's not that bad. And if the price of that, it's less than £2 a pint. Oktoberfest, looking forward to Oktoberfest. I think it's £38.50, isn't it? The Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not good, but I always say that I would have this stupid 15% discount because everyone and there's beer tokens that you get, you get your 5% tokens, you get your 15%. I wouldn't have that because, oh, good to see you, Johnny. Thanks for checking in, mate.
Yeah, thanks for being part of this.
I'll just have it lower because everyone's always like, a certain Gareth there. Yeah, but it's that much. But it's not that much. But it is that much because you're getting your keg money back and so on and so on. It's confusing.
Yeah, confusing.
My first Frankie cost less than 50p.
Oh.
Not in Frankfurt, back in the day in the supermarket. Oh, Jesus Christ, eh? Could you get drunk for a fiver? Wouldn't it? That would be kind of a bit of me, wouldn't it?
Oh, we should go away when he stops smoking.
Yeah, I know, he's horrible, isn't he? Dog keeps bloody farting, and it's like, what's wrong with him, But no, I will be dressed back up tomorrow. Actually, no, tomorrow we've got an Irish fella coming on.
Yeah.
A friend of mine that I've got to know over the course of time called Curtis. He's actually a DJ. He's going to be coming on the channel, and I'm going to be drinking some Irish Harp, some Irish Magners, and some Irish Guinness. Well, you're going to be drinking a Guinness. And also some Irish snacks, like proper Northern Irish ones that he sent us through. So he's going to come on the channel and we're going to run through everything, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be good to try those.
So that'd be good, and good to bring someone slightly different on. So yeah, we will be doing that tomorrow. I better not really dress as a banana. I won't look right, would it?
No. Maybe wear something a little bit cool.
Yeah. I agree. The draft tax releases any more kegs, 20 litres or more. HB Oktoberfest was the best last year. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. For me, the Spatten and the Lowenbrow, they killed it last year. But I'll tell you what, we did the Paul Anna review yesterday. That was pretty good. And that's the first one. An Irish DJ. This depot isn't going to be boring, mate. No, and he likes a drink as well, fella.
Yeah, this one could be very interesting.
He likes a drink. I said we better come on by 7. Get the fella on too late. He'll be legless, won't he? But no, he's going to talk about a bit about Ireland and everything. Yeah. And he's really pleased to be coming on and everything. Just really good.
We like that, don't we?
Yeah, it makes it work. Saves everyone listening to us two boring the bloody hell off everyone, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking about it today with YouTube, weren't we? To other people that do it. And it's much better if you've got someone else on with you because you're not like the centre of attention.
Yeah.
It's kind of like better when there's like maybe even 2, 3, 4 people. Yeah. I know it can get too many when everyone's talking all over each other, but I always look at the comments no matter what, don't I?
Yeah.
And talking of the comments, right, out of here. Westman's going to get his takeaway. Yeah. Probably McDonald's now and then. First ever Wes beer was given to me in Stuttgart, 92. Westman. It was a real golden moment. What the fuck is this? I thought. Yep, get that. 4 marks 50 was the price of a Marzen in a Spatten tent back in the day. £1.65. Fucking marks, yeah. Used to be Deutschmarks, didn't it?
Yeah.
I'm amazed you're still sober. Yeah, of course I am. We only had a couple. We were actually spent most of the afternoon chatting to everyone. It was just one person after another.
There were so many people to talk to. It was such a good vibe, wasn't it?
Luke, that was his favourite last. Mark's saying to Luke, that was his favourite. Yeah, no, I'd have to say the Lowenbrow.
Yeah.
It was definitely a Lowenbrow and Spatten. The HB was up there though. But the Eyinger, the Westerner, the two Fest beers, them, the Paulaner, and the Hacker was crap, wasn't it? We've got the Hacker. We're going to review that tomorrow. It pains me to say it, but I will be honest. You know, if the Hacker's not a cracker, then I'm going to say it's not a cracker. We've got Spaten bottles coming Thursday or Friday, and Lionbrow bottles, haven't we? So we'll run through them, and then we'll just around and do a few of them together.
Yeah.
But that Paulaner was pretty good. I'd say straight away it's better than last year. All right, David, good to see you, fella. Yeah, you were there today as well. I saw your what was it, Instagram post. David was there as well. Same as us. But yeah, it's impossible to notice everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would have noticed me. I was almost as a banana, but I didn't quite get there. Good evening, James. Good to see you. James Gibson from our Facebook group is in.
Hi, James.
But yeah, you're a bit slow with that. Blimey.
No, I'm quite slow.
It's cheaper to use Redneck's Barn over beer merchants. Yep, definitely, fella. I'll put links to Marcus in the unboxing video. And anyone that says to me on personal message or anything, I can swear by this man. We were the first ones to meet him in a beer group. Actually, it was you.
It's me, your first.
She kept saying, "There's this man with all this German beer," and I'm like,
"German guy's got loads of great beer, and he's got to sell to us." And he was like, "Oh, you want to?" I was like, "No, just look." So yeah, when you looked, you found us right. And he is good. We've all remembered a lot.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, I can't speak highly enough. Paul Lanner's coming to the. He's Stephen Dixon's mate, isn't he? Oh, dear. He's a funny guy, isn't he? That was my first October fair I had in 1998. I nicked this thing too. How busy was it today? Packed out. It was getting quite busy, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Obviously, that was the trade session and that.
Yeah, it was busy at one point. You could barely move around, couldn't you?
Yeah, it was hard moving about. There were quite a lot of people that wasn't it?
It was really good as well to see such a mixture of women and men there. It wasn't just all very male dominated, which I was really pleased to see. There was a lot more women than last year.
Yeah, there was, definitely.
Which was really, really good.
Much more women than I've ever seen today at any things. You know, it wasn't half and half because there was still loads of groups of blokes. But that's what they do, isn't it? Which has done for years. But there was much more people bringing their partners along.
Yeah.
Or unless it weren't their partner, maybe it's their bit on the side. I don't know. You know.
It could be. Come out with something like that.
No, it's everyone with their partners. Did you try any real alcohol? Right. I'll be honest with you, Mark. All I did was drink Levi's beer. I was going to.
He pulled me over to that section and he said, "You could go off and have." And I thought, I'm not going to find you again. There's too many people. So I was quite happy to drink what he was drinking, luckily, because you weren't going anywhere else, were you?
That was when Simon said, and he rang up and said, "I've been looking for you." I went straight to the German bit. It was like, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was great. As I say, market the nail on the head and Exxon draft is worth the entrance fee.
Yeah.
I honestly say it's one of the best pints I've had for a long time.
Yeah.
It really was good. Women have better beer tasting palates, as this channel proves.
Indeed, they do.
I think Foxy's legless again. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Cheaper than flight to Germany. Yeah, there is, mate. And that was close, wasn't it, today?
Yeah, it was very, very good.
It was like, and obviously we were asked some on the spot questions by people, wasn't it? Obviously off camera. But it was like, it is good. And is it that good? You know, like, it is, you know. Yeah. And it was, obviously it was coming out the cask. And it was like, even the Snyders, the tap one of the Snyders, when I was sitting there, we talked to the camera, but only for 1 minute, didn't we? It was just like, you couldn't be bothered, could you? It was so exciting in there. And we should have done more to show the place off for all the German beer.
We're a few other people's videos, aren't we? We were just going sort of carried away at the moment, chat to people, drinking beer, so we didn't really do a lot to it.
No, we should have done, because it's especially anyone living in that area. If you like Weizenbier, and remember, there's other ones as they go down. There's other ones to come in there. There's some real big hitters that are still coming. Obviously, they won't have too many up together. But if you go there near the end of the week, you probably get the other ones. They're coming soon and everything. A false leg with a Andrex. He keeps saying Andrex. It's Andex. Andex, you know. It's in a yellow bottle. And they also had, I didn't take, they also had the Andex Hells, didn't they? They also had what you had as well, Augustina Eldersoft, Edelsoft.
Yeah.
The Hillies, the good one. I think you get confused with a pan. I think you had a few already, you fella, haven't you? But yeah, no, it was great. It was great atmosphere with everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
great to see and get to know a few more people and everything, which is good. I haven't missed anyone, and that's how it should be, definitely the way ahead. Monks don't use toilet paper. Ah, okay. I don't think I want to know. There was toilet paper at the monastery when we went, because I had the shit up. I can remember I was going to.
I got locked in the loo.
Hello, Chris from Dublin. Oh, hospital. I hope you're okay, fella. That's not good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. No, I hope you're okay.
How long does it take you folks to get over the big smoke from your gaff? Long day? No, it's only because there's train strikes.
Or is it really?
Oh, it takes about 1.5 hours if you get the connecting trains.
Yeah.
But you got to remember this one, like Tobacco Docks next week is East London, which is our side. This one was West London, so we're going right the way over to the other side of London.
Yeah, it was a little bit confusing, wasn't
Yeah, it was. And the Google Maps kept changing its mind
it?
about what train.
So, yeah,
Doing well, folks, and thanks. Ah, good to hear, Chris.
good.
But yeah, it was mildly confusing with Google Maps, which doesn't help matters, does it?
Well, I've got no sense of direction at all, so I'm literally relying on him and Google Maps. It's a bit worrying today at times.
Oh, but no, it was a great atmosphere, and obviously, yeah, a lot of people were there looking at trade things and everything. Good to see you, Deep In. How are you, fella?
Hey, man.
But yeah, it was good to meet up, as I say, with people that we've never met before. Obviously, some of the people there, like Craig, John, Paul, we've met before, haven't we? And then you do get these people like, mate, you with a sour. Oh, what's your sour?
Yeah.
Beer with you. We couldn't remember what one it was. But we worked it all out in the end.
That was tiny rabbit.
Alcohol Maps, it should be called, yeah.
But yeah, today definitely couldn't make up its mind, could it?
That was hard. I think with that, and you get worried in that. You think, right, hold on a minute, do we want to go out when everyone else is going out? And there was that opportunity, wasn't there? We had something to eat. We had that other drink, and I said, "That's it."
Yeah, we've done well today.
It's not that. You know what you've got in your bar. I know I've got 2 left to run in a Hogarth. I'm thinking.
You were looking at the trains, thinking, "Yeah, if we leave now, we're gonna be on time for these trains."
Yeah, I never thought I'd do this today. I said I'd try and do every day, which I will now.
We thought we might come out of there a little bit off cut, but no, we were today, weren't we?
Especially for you.
I know, I was very well behaved.
Blimey. I said, well, I was only going to go to one bit. Well, we did look round at the other ones, but
yeah.
Should I have tried more? Yeah, in some ways, but it was an absolute buzz because I was just about to pick Snyder's, wasn't I? And I'm like, Andex, oh my God, yeah. I've never ever seen that hauled through a pump in England ever.
Yeah.
Because everywhere you go, they say, oh, you've got Andex, and it's always the bloody bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, that draft pissed the bottle, didn't it? It was like, wow.
Yeah, it was very good.
Do you give stuff away, Paul, for the channel when meeting folks? Even the channel card, etc. Spread the name. No, we've never done it, have we?
We did think of getting some of them caps.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to start. When's your perfect draft live? RG is too tight, really? What a thing to say to someone.
Yeah,
he's on fire, isn't he? But
yeah,
no, I don't think I even mentioned this channel to anyone today, did we?
No.
Everyone knew it. Who was there?
Yeah, actually, and some other people come up to us and said hello, and people that seen the channel.
Yeah, perfect draft live. I don't get what he means. Do you mean the live with Dan? If you mean that, hopefully me and Dan are going to do that next Friday afternoon.
We have got a lot of stuff coming up, haven't we? Different stuff.
Yeah, we're going to do that Friday afternoon, hopefully, aren't we? But that'll only be brief because the problem is, as I was explaining to him, it's so busy in there, isn't it? It's so chaos. I don't know. We might be able to go outside and do,
we might
do a
find
video.
something quiet.
Well, there is that bit. Yeah, there is that bit, mate. So hopefully we'll go out there next Friday afternoon, won't it?
Hopefully it's not too hot this year. Is it not good to get pumpkin?
I know that there's no. That's the other one you went to already. Out the way. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nice to get a reminder of meeting and greeting, mate. Keeps the idea alive. Yeah, no, it'd be good to meet up with obviously Dan, where I've spoke to a lot and everything, and Joe's going to be there and a couple of others from the team. But it's like I'm supposed to be. I can't just grill them about everything.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place, isn't it?
You start getting a little bit nervous almost, don't you?
No, but if I sit there, such and such, all right, shut up. Such and such said this, such and such. It'll be the whole conversation. And the idea is just kind of a meet and a greet before September the 2nd.
Quick nosy at what's driving them nuts.
I can think of a few things that drive him nuts. Yeah, nothing important. He's unfortunately that our German Shepherd's kind of a little bit dipped, isn't he?
He's got the old boy up now.
Yeah, I know. He comes out thinking there's something going on. Get some stickers done up. I can assure you, Dan certainly wouldn't say that about me, fella. Oh dear, I can tell he's hitting the drink harder now, isn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Started off
He's on that 5.7.
Like a Gareth, isn't
Yeah. Oi.
Back to full now.
He's on that 5.7 pills now. He's probably had 2 pints now, so he's getting all lively, isn't he? I know how it works, Gareth. I know how it works. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. But yeah, no, we should get something done at some point. I mean, I look at it like Simon shot a video today. I don't let him get it up because he was getting very into the beer when we left him. So where we've both spoke on the video, and he was, as I say, the idea was to get everyone, but
we couldn't do it all together. So he just sort of went round and had a little chat with each person, didn't he? He come across and find to talk to, which was really good.
Yeah, no, it was nice. As I say, I don't know whether it will see the light of day. It depends how it ended with it, doesn't it?
I bet there's some tales to tell from after we went.
Well, we've seen.
I can't wait to find out how things ended up.
We've seen some pictures on Instagram.
It looked lively.
We're getting lively. Everyone was enjoying themselves. It was good atmosphere.
A really, really good vibe. And yeah, some people were drinking quite a lot and they were getting a little bit, but it was all really good natured, really good fun, all good vibe.
Do you know how many 1,000 PD octane? Luke, I honestly don't, fella.
I'd imagine
I don't have a clue.
Because it's always popular every year.
Dan's a good man. Yeah, I know, Gareth. I honestly don't know, Luke. I don't tell Dan to get a bloody decent high beer. Mate, I'm telling you that if there's something he could pull off, he'd want that because he's right into his hazy ones himself. But I don't know. I couldn't work out with like everyone else with Brewdog. Why it weren't Hazy Jane? But then if it was Hazy Jane, everyone's saying, "Oh, another supermarket beer." So I don't know. A beer festival where everyone was getting on. That's how it should be. Yeah,
it really was.
Definitely.
It was such a lovely vibe. Real good fun.
I noticed you mentioned UK Wes Beer Geezer from Stoke. Recently, I used to see the lad. Martin. I think a lot on Insta. Hope he's keeping well. A big miss. I don't, Foxy fella. I honestly don't know anything about Martin. I did check because he was in some of my Facebook groups, and I did check, and unfortunately, he's no longer in them. So I don't know, mate, what's happened to him because he gave me that glass. We've done a glass swap, and it's a really rare glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Einsider one. But yeah, I hope he's all right, mate. Some people take a break in that. I mean, he was another one. His knowledge of Mark would have loved him on Instagram because everything was in great detail and everything. But
it's really great because it doesn't matter how long you've been drinking beer or like we've been doing this for a couple of years now. There is always something new to learn. I'm learning things from other people I talk to, the people who comment on our.
Gareth's on a different planet, he said. We know Gareth.
Yeah.
We know that, mate. Now, Chris and his reviews, do check out his reviews. Talking of that, people, he's a fellow reviewer of both Blade and Perfect Draft. That's a strange one, that Brewdog stream. Seen more of a Brewdog look at me, Stephen, unfortunately. A real nice lad. A real nice lad sent me glasses and swap top. Like, yeah, same as that, RG, mate. But he used to appear in some of the beer groups, didn't he, now and again, on West Beer Wednesday and that, and he just vanished. What was his Instagram thing called? Clarkwell. West Beer. I don't even think his account's there, is it? West Beer.
Plus, I think people just getting that.
UK West Beer, isn't it? UK West Beer. It was cool, wasn't it? UK West Beer fan. Yeah, the last time we posted was 22nd of February, which is a bit worrying. As I say, Foxy fell up. I don't know, but yeah, UK West Beer fan, and he absolutely loves his stuff, doesn't he? It was mad because we didn't know that he was in Stoke when we was right in Stoke with a Robbie show, and he said we could have met up and had a beer. And that's some fella you'd love to have a beer because he got the perfect draft pro. Oh yeah, anyone that's not on there, look, his Instagram absolutely brilliant. But he just vanished a few months ago. I say,
like you say, you hope he's okay.
Yeah, you hope he's okay. Maybe he's got other things on, that are more important than social media. I get that. People do disappear, but it's when you know someone.
Yeah.
Like, well, you kind of know Martin. You kind of know him, isn't it?
Well, when you've spoken to them, you've interacted with them and that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're still good. Can you ask where my royal glasses are? Good evening, Stephen. Right, I'm on the Hogarth here.
Yeah, evening, Stephen. I'm drinking left one.
Look at the glass.
I think it's myself. What am I drinking?
Oh, that was a blonde moment. You saw it here first. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what royal glasses you mean. But yeah, the Brewdog one was interesting, wasn't it?
I've only drunk half a pint of it.
It does actually, you see. But no, it does. But yeah, as RG said, hopefully Martin's all right and so on.
Yeah.
I did wonder. I always wanted to get him to come on the channel because, again, he's another one like Martin. His knowledge of Weizenbier baffles you.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is good to talk to people that you know a lot and can teach you things. I love it.
Yeah, when I first started YouTube, and obviously I found him or he found me. I don't know, we found each other some way or another. And I said, is it all right if I take a bit of this info? And he's like, yeah, use whatever you like, because he researched everything so well to perfection. Yeah. And so much of his tasting notes and everything, obviously it was his own opinion and things he picked up on the internet, but it made so much sense.
Yeah, it was really informed with the things that he wrote. So.
I like someone like Joff. There's a lot of you know Joff. He's in the Perfect Draft Pro keg tips with us.
Oh, he's great.
And his knowledge is second to none,
I love it when he gives his opinion on something when we can do an review because
I
love to read through it. I learn a lot from his write-ups.
Oh, that's the effect you have on people. They disappear. Oh. Yeah, good community input, superb content on his Insta. Yeah, as I say, getting back to him, he was absolutely brilliant, wasn't he? He was so useful because you could just go back through it. And he's like,
that's the way he used to show me pictures.
Yeah,
that's what I'm remembering.
And he like me, he was like us with the Weizenbier glasses. He's like, where'd you get that glass? Where'd you get that? I've got to get it. I've got to get it.
That's
Tell me.
The obsession with glasses is all you.
No, he was like us as well.
Like you.
No, not like me. Don't be silly. I only brought 2 today. There was loads there.
Yes, I know. Because I said to you, you'll be cleaning them, you'll be carrying them.
And I've started cleaning them already, have I or not? £2 for a Jupiter glass. It's like, wow. I don't even like Jupiter that much, but I can drink it in a pint glass.
Really
and it's like the Ferrari signs.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure the other one in there's red.
It is.
Yeah. So that's a proper pint glass. That's good for me. That's kind of that type of thing, isn't it? Bazza said, sorry, pal was busy. Oh.
Busy.
Oh. Snake.
No, Bandit.
No. Please don't. Don't do it. I'm still there.
It's the end of the glasses climb, won't it?
Yeah, that.
Bandit, stop, please.
But yeah, Hopefully it reappears, mate. You know, I don't know. Sometimes, as I say,
So much.
people want a break. People need a break for whatever reason, isn't it? It's just, and that's the dog making them funny noises, licking my hand.
It's pounding the life out of you.
He's just got in. He's in one of them.
He wants to get up here, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Only pulling your leg. Dodgy foot, even.
You're bloody good. You just talk about that there, probably.
My dodgy foot. Yeah, my foot's fine, mate. Kind of.
When you were moaning all the way home. Oh,
Yeah.
God,
I wore these loud, big moon boots shoes to go with my banana shirt. No one saw my trainers that were like.
Oh no! Do you know what? A few people did comment on your trainers.
Did they?
Yeah.
I've been there. Nice things, I hate.
What has he got on his feet? I said, yeah.
Oh,
Nice and loud.
how are you getting on with a wood fire? Yeah. I'm not used to it as much as I would like, to be honest. But
We have cooked on
when we have cooked on it, it's been really good. I always meant to do a YouTube short, and I'm like, oh. And the next thing I know, I've taken it on, and I'm like,
Started eating it, yeah.
yeah, I eat as I cook. It's not good weight sometimes for that thing. But no, yeah, look, I'm getting there with it. Definitely, mate. I want to look out for Colchester and Wise and Ashby. Any ideas? Have you asked Marcus? I'm sure Marcus, Colchester tonight, I'm sure he had the top one. I'm not so sure about the other two, mate. Chuck a munch. Good to see you, fella. Yep, all doing good this end. But I mean, I asked Marcus because sometimes I know he got him a load of dye wares, didn't he?
Yeah, I think if he can get his hands on stuff, then he'll have a look around and see if he can get it for you.
Nice to see the boss lady smiling. Where's there's no boss lady here, mate? There's only one boss here, mate, and that's Mark. This is like staff boss.
Mm.
I better not say too much because when the old camera goes off, you go, oh, don't, please don't. Out. You're too big. Go on, out. Go on. Oh, I don't want to fussy.
Yeah, just
Good boy, good boy. Yeah. Out. The other one. Go on, out. Come on, out. Oh, it's just weird. Just stop. Come on, out.
These two don't understand the word no.
Out. Out. The other one's not bothering us. Get out. Go on. That's it. Cats. It's just like he's off his rocker, isn't he? Oh God, that dog. His breath's not good. Oh, his breath's not good. It's like, God. See, I told him cats, and 5 minutes later, he's like, where? Oh, you definitely need to see to give that North Six beer a go. I don't know what downstairs is for, I can't see. Yeah, so yeah, I think, as I say, I think with Barry it will be a Thursday thing, won't it?
Yeah, possibly.
Unless he's too busy, of course, you know, as he said. I'm too busy, mate. I'm gonna be too busy. I popped in to say hi, going to put the baby down. You guys staying on for a bit tonight or not? Probably not too long, to be honest, fella.
It's a long day, you know.
We've done the London thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we'll be back on at 7 tomorrow, as I was saying earlier, Chuck and Munch, mate, with an Irish fella. Someone not a lot of you will know. He does have a YouTube account, but I don't think he does YouTube. But he's someone I met online, and we're going to review some Harp, some Guinness, and some Magners, and some Northern Irish crisps.
Yeah.
So we're going to work out how we're going to do it, but we're going to do that, haven't we? That kebab you had was like something from the floor after closing Tottenham. Oh, don't. Not that last bloody snacks this one. Oh.
I want to go near him. He's like, you're not going to review this with me. I'm like, no, I can't bear the smell.
Oh, don't. It was. I've had people actually buy them and eat them, don't they? And it's like there's a lot better things you could do with everything. Battle of the Oktoberfest beers, bound to be seen all over YouTube. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? Good idea, Luke. That's first and last brew of Northumberland. Had some brews available on the board on BBC News this morning. Blimey. Be good to see an Oktoberfest face off every bottle in head to head. Yeah, the trouble is, if you get the whole lot, that's about 9 in it altogether. You've got the big 6, haven't you? Then you've got Iinger. Oh no, and then you've got Erdinger. They do an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, really, it's got to be the main ones.
Yeah. It's about 10, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, but the other ones, they're not.
The fest beers, yeah, the fest beers are really as well. But they're not official because they're not allowed. When's the next food review? They're always good for a laugh. Yeah, I'm always nearly poisoning myself, mate.
Oh, I just pick up some real rough things.
There's loads of times I buy food, I'm like, I'm going to do that on YouTube. And then I'm like, I can't do that on YouTube. I can't go through the pain. What was that?
We should have done a food review on those samosas.
Oh, today. Oh, they were lovely.
They were nice. And I don't even really like samosas, but that was really good.
Actually, I had my chicken tikka wrap, which was really spicy in the beer festival. And I also brought roast samosas, which was about another £5, wasn't it? And I always do my best to join you, but hard to join last before fair play, mate, fair play.
It is if that's your baby's regular.
Yeah, I get that, mate.
Like,
but we'll be definitely on for longer tomorrow than we are today.
Yeah,
we've got to do that.
Plus we've got a guest, so.
Yeah, so if he turns up, he might vanish. I said all this before, and there's only us two. It's like, where's your guest? Stuttgart has the second biggest Oktoberfest in Germany. Some different beers there too. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing as well that's interesting this year, and I can't speak highly enough of them, as a lot of you all know, is Hackney Church Brewing are currently brewing an Oktoberfest.
Yeah, now this, I can't wait to try, because he's like an alchemist, he's like a magician. What Jacob brews is just always amazing. Now, this is going to be a hard one to pull off.
Yeah, because we've tried some of them.
German owners, if they're based there, they didn't think he could pull off what he'd done, and they were absolutely.
Yeah, German backers. No.
You say that.
Honestly, let's just give the man a chance.
If anyone can pull it off, Jacob can pull it off. I think he's one of the only ones that probably could. Yeah,
but I get what he's saying. I mean, look at all the English ones. Look at the certain ones last year. Them ones in Lidl and Aldi. I mean, come on. They were effing criminal, weren't they? There was another one we tried brewed in England. That was just disgusting, wasn't it?
You know they're bad when I can't drink them.
Yeah, I went down the sink.
Down the sink. And I don't like that.
I can't remember that brewery that was paired with Lidl or Aldi. It's just criminal, wasn't it? It's criminal that they actually brewed them and put it in a can and thought
I'm
like them.
Hungry, but I reckon you can offer them back.
Anyone could. We tried the North One Pilsner State. It's very close to a good Oktoberfest beer. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's worth giving a go.
Yeah, some of them, like I say, last year. Hacker we weren't that impressed with.
No.
Sticks of fish and chips and best bitter in the UK. Northern Monk charging £4 for a Radler. They brewed. Why would you? £4 for a Radler? Jesus. I don't know.
I just don't see the point.
The Hertong Yang, what a pint.
Yeah.
Hertong Yang Pilsner, you mean?
Yeah.
The only beer I get in Aldi is the Rickenbacker. Rest of the stuff is terrible. Yeah, I've got a Rickenbacker there. Rickenbacker, whatever you call it. Funny enough, that I got the other week. Well, I'll keep meaning to go to Lidl to get the other one, just to do them again later on. And for what you pay for them, I think the Lidl one's better than the Aldi last time, although they dropped the volume. Yeah, I know. You can chuck them at me. I think most of it in there. It's like you get what you pay for. If that's your budget sometimes, then is some of it that bad? The Pilsner one from them, wasn't it?
I think
Wasn't
this
that
is the
bad?
nice thing about reviewing beers is we can try things and say, yeah, you know, if this is your budget, that's what you've got to spend and that's what you're going to be looking at. Well, this is the best from that budget, from that range, within that budget, which is, yeah, one of the reasons why I like it.
It was Lidl last year, Mark. Then yeah, that was awful, wasn't it? That was there was a blackish one and a lighter one. Oh Jesus, it was rotten. I think even the dog didn't want it, did he?
No, I don't think so.
It's just like No, 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 no. They were bad. But let's give Jacob a chance. I mean, hopefully, I must email him actually and see if he's going to have it for August the 11th.
Yeah, see how he's getting on.
Only chance of a
Yeah.
sneaky little taste,
Yeah.
which would be a good idea as well, wouldn't it? I mean, that's why some people are screaming out for club for the perfect draft. Get on Jacob's one
Yeah.
because it's a club beater all day long. Yeah, you know.
Flavours were there. Those chocolate flavours were there.
John Smith for £3 odd for a pint of John Smith's Pond. Oh, John Smith. I can remember drinking that one night in Brighton because it was 99p a pint. And it was £2 for Cronenberg, and I realised I could stay out for longer. Oh,
No.
it make me ill.
No.
He's not as stupid. Be careful. John Smith's brewer. Evening, Andy. Good to see you, fella. I'd rather have a big 1/6 than 4 without it. Do you know what? I actually would, mate. And that Paulani,
you definitely.
that Paulani yesterday, proper delivered. And it's like I say with earlier, I should have tried more beers today. I should have gone out my comfort zone. But when you see, yeah, and when you see that on draft, as I showed Mark, I sent him the things. Now it's like, I don't need no other bar. I don't need 900 beers. I've got 5 here. That's enough for me. And it was great, wasn't it? Right, hold on. John Smith's brewer, a proper beer called Magnet. It's contract brewed by the Camerons. Blimey. Magnet, I don't think. What? Little Fest reminded me of Brackish tidal water. Okay, if you paddle forward, it's missing. And if you're missing the taste of seawater, but not too much to it. Yeah, it was. I can't say how bad that was. And what it?
Oh, I don't mind Green Mountain. Give up with your obsession with it, guy.
Got something about that. Should have kept him a keg so he could put it up in his bar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, good day out, definitely, fella. Good to meet some old faces and some new faces. And it was like a practice run for us two for next Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See if we can. And the worst thing is, you know, you're trying not to cane it, and I'm thinking, as soon as I saw Andex, I'm thinking, why did I get a stupid little half pint glass? Because you want a pint of that, didn't you? So I had to keep having halves, but yeah, it was good. I think you'd have been right in the same corner as me if you were there today, mate.
Yeah, it would have been.
I don't think you'd have moved. It was like paradise.
I didn't go wandering off. I know we weren't going to be doing a lot, so I was quite happy to drink in the same area as you. I love those stars drinks as well as trying the different stuff, different IPAs, etc. So.
Yeah, well, I think last time we did about 4 or 5 different reviews. Yeah. There. We did sour beers, we did pale ale, we did an RPA. Yeah, Caffrey's. I remember Caffrey's. Hi, Leah. Good to see you, mate.
Hiya.
Hope you're all right. Hope Neil's all right. And the dog, of course. Better than ours.
Yeah.
I was being a terrorist, just like, just calm down, mate. He keeps walking up and down. But yeah, Caffrey's was good. But remember, they brought Caffrey's back, and then they took it. It went from about 5%, because that was a lovely creamy beer, wasn't it?
Oh, I discovered that, and I
like Caffrey's.
I used to like it.
That's before I met you, Caffrey's.
Yeah, I used to drink that.
Yeah. Beamish Red was my tipple back then. Yeah, I remember that as well. How was the Welsh beer god? Did he give you the fiver he owes me from the walks in Southend in 1987? No, he didn't, funny enough. He should have said, I would have said, excuse me. But no, he was fine. He was.
I did do your touch though by telling you about them glasses, didn't I?
Yeah, it was him. It was him that told me about the glasses because he knew I was into glasses and that. And we wouldn't have noticed that bit. And he was like, "You got to go over there and everything." I was thinking, well, about bottles more, wasn't it? And I thought, oh, I'll just go over and then have a look. And it was like, yeah, we came away with them too, didn't we? So that was quite good, wasn't it? Used to drink Murphy's. Yep, I remember Murphy's as well. When I was 14, I started drinking that. It's making a comeback. Caffrey's is already back, mate. But it's about it's about 3.5% or something instead of 5%. It's something like that. Didn't we have it? No, we didn't have it.
No,
someone had it. When it Bazza. Might have been Barry or someone. And said it's someone. There's no one there. It's pointless. Do you like glasses? Nah, not really. I'm just.
Oh, you wouldn't believe how many we've got now.
Oh,
You've got to clear some out.
yeah. No, shush. Very misread. That was a Vox Brew. I think it was, wasn't it? But yeah, it takes us longer to find a glass sometimes now than to do the whole review.
Yeah, that is the worst thing. He's got so many. Trying to find the right glass is just an issue.
New to PD. Good to see you, Stephen. So working through the kegs on weeks at the moment. My best so far is vacation. Yeah, life and death. Do you like that? Yeah, I got very messed up on that.
Yeah.
I've actually never drank that again. Funny enough, since the release time.
You bought it from me, didn't you? Got it to it.
Yeah.
Which was quite surprising because it's not your usual style, is it?
Yeah, no, I got a bit carried away on that, didn't I? I've never actually purchased it since
Since that time.
I keep meaning to pick it up for you, and it's not in a lot. And that, not sure it went down so well. Just stopped being sold in the. That's the problem, though, isn't it? So much of it they're taking away from us, and you're like, what is going on here now? It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's without perfect draft. If you take markers and perfect draft out of the equation, what would you do? Probably teetotal. Newcastle cask conditioned exhibition now. Cask conditioned exhibition now. They drink anything up north, you see. Location is one of the only kegs. Location is one of the only kegs I've tried. It's good in the cans. I think it means he hasn't tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. The can and the keg were similar, but there was more to the keg, wasn't there? Wasn't it? Especially you got to the bottom of the keg. I can't remember now. Now you'd be all right. Get on the blade. I've had 3 blades already. There's no space for it in here, mate, and I just wouldn't get the use.
I just find it's a little bit much of one particular drink. I really do like variation.
Apart from Elderboss, there's not too much of Elderboss.
Yeah, but we both drink that, so
yeah,
we go through it.
Yeah, never.
There isn't a lot. We both drink together at the same time. So
no, there's more you like on it than me.
Yeah, and I find it too much. I get bored.
No, you had your blade cakes like when you had Desperados, and then she wants to drink.
No, I did drink that.
No. What she did, she had her blade cake, Desperados. That's her cake because I don't like it anyway. I think it's bloody horrible. And then she wants to drink my beer out of the perfect draft. I'm like, how does that work?
I like different beers at different times.
Oh, I've got Cronus Zero in the fridge.
No,
have some of that if you like. No. Yeah, it would. Only 4.2. Woke up in a builder skip full of bricks. You get a blade for Paulina. Oh, it's one of them that you'd think, especially the Oktoberfest this year.
This red stripe off of me.
No, mate. I'm not. I used to love that drink, and I did think when that came out, because when we first met, we used to spend all our money a lot, didn't we? So sometimes we'd be sat in my bedroom listening to music, and what we'd actually listen, because I lived back at home with my parents, because I moved back home and everything, and we used to drink Red Stripe, didn't we? Sat there listening to Robbie and George. Yeah. Nothing changes, you see, with the music, and
get some cans
of Red Stripe, and that was my to-go drink. But you're talking 1999.
Do you know what? I never drunk that.
Is the blade worth getting? Oh, mate, that's a tough one for me.
It really does. If you're really into your lagers and you like drinking the same thing,
there is some good kegs. That Linzer today, that's on special offer that Gareth was pointing out earlier. That's a decent keg.
They do get some good offers.
Yeah, they do get some good offers. It's a tough one, mate. For me, I like switching my kegs. I like my temperature control, and I like the PD range because I'm more clever than a lot of PD owners, and I stock up and hoard everything because it runs out.
If you're trying to decide between the two machines, what I'd recommend is having a look at their range of beers and looking what suits you, what you like.
Red Stripe, can't wait. Does it all, doesn't it? Chris has just told you it's rubbish. It's a good drink. When you go back, 25 years, that drink was nice. Oh, we were banging to it.
Yeah.
We'd had it. Oh, all right, okay. Cool. But we'd had it. Yeah, I'm the same, pal. More choice, I reckon, on the PD. Yeah, And
And I do like variation.
I mean, I'm going to run tomorrow, provided we work it out somehow. I'm going to be running Blanche in that one, Hogarth in that one that are in at the moment. Blonde's going to be finished. That's going out there. Yeah, that's going out there, and we're going to have 4 wheat beers. Now, for me to have 4 wheat beers on draft,
you do not get a selection as what you're going to have in the machines. It's good.
Anyway.
Hardly any parts.
actually today was quite,
That's it.
yeah, that's a beer festival. But then were they better than our 4? Ooh, no, they wasn't. Andex was though. Andex was. Blade has better deals, yeah. Okay. It has some deals at the moment. I'd love to have Andex on draft. If they had Andex on draft on the Blade, I'd be getting a Blade just like,
yeah, you would.
Jesus.
Very.
I'll pay no matter what for that drink because
There's a couple of times you've been swearing, thinking, oh, I said, how many have you got? You've sold.
3, yeah, because they're just getting away. Yeah, Kronenberg. Back in the day, wasn't it? I used to love a Kronenberg. I tell you what, we reviewed that French Kronenberg the other day. Difference, wasn't it? Absolutely,
Much better.
absolutely fantastic. Blade better machine for sure. I don't know what way. There is no way. It has no temperature control. You can't hack the keg out and put it in the fridge and put another one back in.
Yeah.
And it has no fans kind of
I
oil.
couldn't load
But the build,
Blade on myself.
yep,
Whereas I can load
the build,
PewDiePie.
you've got to say where he's going with the build. They are quite well built. They're a bit
But
beasts.
no, all those people trying to catch them.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going.
Really shocked about that.
Good evening. And I hope that is my friend there from Folkestone, I do believe. Good to see you, fella. I think you're up in Skeggy, aren't you? I do believe, unless I got that wrong. Kronenberg used to be my going. Yeah, mine, mate. I used to love a Kronenberg. Christ, used to call ourselves the Kronenberg crew.
I think you used to drink it now.
I love Kronenberg.
Yeah.
The trouble is, with Kronenberg, you used to have that pint, you're good. You had that second pint, you're good. You had that third pint and you reached the point of no return because you just point of no return because you just go on and on and on as much as you can. Just checking I haven't missed anyone. PD, the issue with the PD is starting to get very mainstream. Next thing you'll see is Madry and God knows what. Yeah, but your 2 new kegs, mate, are not supermarket.
Which was a relief.
I remember Kronenberg, yeah. Blade better deals, yeah. As I said, there is some good deals, being honest, at the moment. That's why I brought it drunk so long ago. You're anti-Blade. Says the Blade is too much, but you're drinking 20 pints a night. Get out of it, I'm drinking 20 pints a night. I can afford to. I'm not anti-Blade. That's not quite true. I'm anti some of the Blade crew because we had our issues that I won't go into, which was mainly because of you, if I must say. That I fell out with everyone, but we won't go into that one. But I'm not anti-Blade.
You're not anti-Blade at all.
No.
I prefer the other machines because
Red Stripe.
I love variety.
I thought, I did think for a little moment. And there was someone. There was someone I spoke to, and I'm not going to mention their name,
Don't make names.
that told me something, and I was like, thank you for that.
And then you shut up.
And that was it. I shut up about it. I'd be unconscious. Yeah, you know it, mate. Point of no return, 1900 on a Friday night in Newcastle. I ain't mental. Yeah.
I got there in the end. I called up.
Yeah, I was trying to wait for you. We'll just fill this up. But yeah, I kind of look at it.
I'm getting a taste of that now.
You ain't got that much
I've just
left.
got a lot of it there. Because I'll be at home this
Well,
morning.
the transformer's got to go in there. So I say we will be running on the. Oh shit! Now how will I be running for tomorrow on the stream? I've got to drink the bloody Guinness. I don't even like Guinness.
You have to do that first, don't you?
Yeah, I'll have to do that Thursday with Basil. Thursday will be an evening with Barry.
Yeah, what's everyone else drinking? On the left, Long, Paul's drinking Hogarth. So, yeah, what's everyone else on?
I'm telling you, I swear I saw a fly in that.
Oh, I'm really not that worried.
I saw it.
If I see it, I'll pick it out. If not, it's a little bit crazy.
But don't go kissing me later. And that's it. Look, I told you this was done.
Yeah, it is. It's finished. Well, it wasn't even a full pint.
No, they're not.
You're gonna have to read these comments because my eyes on paper.
Look in your eyes on paper.
I can't read them.
You can't read it. You can't read the comments. Jesus, you women. I tell you.
You're not getting much more out of that.
Right. Well, I'm trying not to waste it for you. What? See? Just look around there. I'm sure of.
I'd rather stick my own fingers in it than
Well,
your fingers.
just- Right, okay. I find a fly in her beard. What nice is that, eh? Oh, yeah, Budvar Dark. What's it like, fella? Red Stripe. Mate, Red Stripe is shite. It's crap. It's piss. Honestly, looked it off trying to.
Trying to get through the keg.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Hold on. Welsh Road Runner. Hey, good to see you, fella.
Hiya.
Looking forward to the Oktoberfest kegs. Enjoying going back to the German beers recently after a long period on IPAs. Hopefully they come out soon. Yep, it
I
seems next
totally
week.
agree with that. Yeah.
And that was Andy asking what everyone's drinking. I have all the machines, including a port back. They're all good in their own way. My sub is broke though. Yeah, see, I don't mind the sub. What panic? Mate, I've still got my sub, and I do keep meaning to get some. But
It's a good variety, I'm sorry.
I just panic because if you do nearly a score for 2 litres and it's rubbish,
Yeah.
it's like,
But then again, it's not a slog to get through it.
no, at least it's only.
And I will drink it when it's especially when it's cost that amount. I will drink it.
There's been the odd one.
Yeah, but
that
those
you haven't. But the thing is with the sub again, you've got like 4 West beers, which is good. But it's just the cost of it. My mate done a keg. I'm on Bud on the PD. Yeah, we both like a Bud on the PD. I'll take some shit for liking that drink, but
It really gets
perfect draft keg chips. So if you cut up a pint of Budweiser, it's like you're everyone's enemy. All of a sudden, which I don't get personally. Right. While you're talking, can I just get that? Get up, right? So you've got Royal Chilli. Into the machine. It's got ample time to chill down then for tomorrow. This isn't in the fridge, is it?
Yeah, okay, well, I get it.
You get what I mean? I know you're not surprised as me. It's okay.
No, I don't always know what he's doing.
Well, so we've at least
Sometimes you don't know what he's doing.
but you know, I do but try, don't I? See that you've drank all that keg
I've done all that.
long. Well, have they had any of that? 6.6%. Done a couple of reviews. We were meant to do 4. We only done 2. We haven't even shared any of them in a way. It's absolutely stuck on my computer. See? Easy. Right. Bud, never again. It's pleasant, Mr. Fox. Yeah, definitely. It could be worse. Could be a Bud Light. Got Bud on the PD to try. It's cooling. Yeah, you have to let us know what you think, Foxy, mate. For me, I don't think it's that bad. I think it gets slated way too much by the trouble is like in the beer groups on Facebook. So many think they're like, yeah, you know.
I don't think that's particularly fair.
No, it's your own choice, isn't it? You like what you like. If we all like the same stuff,
it's okay.
What would we talk about?
It's not okay to drink Bud.
Yeah, Stella's like the hero drink. Well, I actually prefer Bud on the PD to Stella. That's just me. Each to their own. Yep, definitely. Folks like Marmite. I love Marmite, you know. And Liquid, I like.
I don't like liquids.
Yeah, 5% ABV. Bud on the PD can be a decent drink, especially in the summer.
Really nice and cold. A nice warm day with the sun shining. Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. I don't mind it.
Otherwise, if you get it cold enough, you can imagine it's whatever you want. Yeah, that's true. We do Bud at 0 degrees, don't we?
Yeah, I like my lovely lagers really cold.
I mean, we're going to do once we've got 4 kegs of West beer going in at the moment, but after that we're going to be doing Hasselroder and Beck's, and we're also going to throw in this bottle, which I won't spoil because I haven't even shared that review yet. That I think possibly, and I don't want to say this, but I think possibly beats both the perfect draft offerings. Sorry, Dan, if you watch this video, by the way, but you know, it's shit happens, mate. No, Mark, not the Bud brewed here. No, one of them Bud cans I got in France, and one was part of the foreign box that.
Totally different kettle of fish.
Yeah, God, Jesus. Yeah. It was. I would think the bottle was think our keg, but obviously we didn't have a keg of bud. So, yeah, see, I prefer dropping it to free, Andy, if I'm honest with you, don't I? I'd go, like I say, 0, 1.
Yeah, I like it really, really cold. There again, I drink my IPAs. A good 2, 3 degrees colder than what a lot of people would drink them. So,
Right, with you. If you're happy enough with your basic PD, mate, it's fine. If you know, because
yeah,
especially when it's not too hot. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you're into IPA, if you want to go the other end. But with the pro, it's better to wait for the deals. Like well, people forget with ours, we got lucky on so many of them. You know, the first Perfect Draft Pro I got, I was lucky enough to do the testing on it.
yeah.
And we got so much of the money back, it cost me like 25 quid. After, and all I had to do was video calls with AB InBev.
And I did a couple thrown in. I wasn't required to, but I did them because it was nice to get the feedback.
Yeah, it was. Right. Tried Frankie Standard at 4 degrees. Was, gosh, upped it to 7. A lovely crunch back end for me. Yeah, I get that as well. Definitely. James, good to see you, fella. How's the new Leffe Blanc compared to Hogarth? Getting into the wheat beers now. Good man. Good man. You know, it makes sense. Right. We are going to compare them together, but
yeah,
it's not really like Hogarth, is it?
No.
It's much more complex than Hogarth. But I mean, they say in their tasting notes on Perfect Draft, it has that citrus thing, which goes along to the Hogarth, to the orange peel thing. And it doesn't really have that. It does a little bit, but nothing like along the lines of this. Not in my opinion, anyway. Michelle, drink anything. And you can guess who said that.
Hot and kettle, mate.
I don't drink dodgy 5 litre kegs that are 15 months out of date. See? No, it's in date. I wouldn't do that to anyone, would I?
No, definitely not.
Well, you know, not often. Anyway, certain people, I think, yeah, I get it. But yeah, you see, yeah, Frankie at 6. I get what you're saying and I get what RG's saying, Andy. But I can go the other way of the spectrum and go down to 1.
And still really enjoy it really
Yeah.
cold.
And people say, oh, you're killing the flavour. Well, and not in my
When you
opinion.
want to save time, you go through that whole range of tastes as well when you have it colder because it's warming up as it's sat there.
New Beer Festival in yeah, shit, someone told me. I think it was that fella with no idea. I think St. Filian's or something. Thursday in Lidl is 4 for 5 quid or something. I haven't seen you use the 5 litre machine for ages. I haven't, mate. I've got one in the house and one out there, and they.
To be fair, the O-rings keep corroding. The CO2 is a nightmare. For me, that external CO2 is the clincher for me. It's too much like hard work.
Yeah, it was.
I don't mind the fiddliness of setting it up and everything else, but you go through all the process just to realise that your CO2 is coming straight out because the O-rings.
We sort of, yeah. When the last time we've done 5 litre kegs, we've just sat here and thought, right, let's just cane it in one night, isn't it? And I know how to keep it. I can make them last a few days.
Pour really well.
I'll pour perfectly out there. Listen.
I mean, I just get a whole glass of broth, but you actually can do it, can't you?
Yeah, because I just know how to turn the thing around. I can actually pour better without the machine than with the machine. I was saying there's one in the house that's just sat in there for 6 months.
Yeah.
Hasn't moved, and that's one of the ones where you fill water in. That one, the Carlston, was the best one when we got it, wasn't it? But
it's still that external CO2.
Yeah.
It's the bit that does my head in because it
smooths it out for me. Too much for me, cold. Yeah, see, but when you take your time drinking your pint, when you go at the lower temperatures,
really hot, and
yeah, your pint's warming up quick. Like when it was say 30 degrees out there, wasn't it? It was fine, wasn't it? But it's each to their own, isn't it? I can drink Frankie Raw at probably 10 degrees.
We had today were cold.
Oh, Andex was honestly.
I would say that was around 3 degrees.
Yeah, I should have asked.
I think it was.
Still in the garden. What's still in the garden? Still in the garden for? He's drunk again, isn't he? What's he on about? Still in the garden, mate. Go on, Anne, legend, and sing the light. No, it's all to your own preference, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is personal preference.
I mean, I've done Frankie Royal. I've just got one in the fridge, and I've got one left after that. It's supposed to be coming back September.
Yeah.
So they say. I know it's being brewed at the moment, so they say, but I don't know. You never know with them, innit? You live in hope, don't you? I always panic every year that'll be it.
It's a really hard time of the year for it to come out because you've got your Oktoberfest range that is around that same time. And people are mad for the Oktoberfest range, and I understand why, but it does make it hard for Frankie Royal to.
The old fellas in the 80s used to, yeah, they did. You're right, Newcastle Brown at room temperature.
Yeah.
Cold brown, yeah. Some people do that.
Yeah.
Some people, I used to be able to drink Holston pills at room temperature. Back in the day, I'd buy pills, and if they had no beer in the fridge, and I was banging to Holston pills, and if it's somewhere that I couldn't get Kronenberg, and they weren't in the fridge, I'd see other things in the fridge, and I'd see pills, and I'd think,
Yeah.
and I knew by the time I drank the first one, I had the other three in the icebox.
Oh,
The four there. See, that was when I was 18. That was a good few years ago. Yeah, and I'd be drinking the warm one. Well, I had the first three out of the 8 I brought in the icebox, and when I finished the warm one, I knew when I got to the end of that, the one in the icebox was better. Hi, King PD. Thank you, mate. Good to see you, Gary. Sorry, you just said crap beer. What's crap beer? Oh God, look who that is. You can tell from the name. Look, no idea that. Who you? Yeah, that Bazzer has no idea, mate, does he? He done me up like a kipper tonight. He's meant to be on here with me. Left me.
Get you on his next review.
Sold me out dry, Bazzer did. Wasn't it? Sold me out dry. Left me. Left me on my own. I could have been on here on my own, speaking to myself all night. He wouldn't have cared. He got his nice tea off his missus and that. He's sat there relaxing. You can enjoy your YouTube, fella. No, I will watch his launch review. Good night. Gareth Edmonds, never a real man. Yeah, we know, mate. Gareth's going to bed already. That's handy. No, I do like Hogarden. I've always liked Hogarden. I mean, we've drank Hogarden.
It was rocket fuel.
Yeah, since about, well, we were talking about it before, I think, with Boxy, funny enough. And it was about 8%, wasn't it? It used to blow your face off, that stuff did.
It's rocket fuel.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I say. Wheat beer then, we served literally bordering on freezing. Kronenberg, when we always used to have the Blanc. Obviously, you wouldn't know at that point. But it was always served ice cold. It was always ice cold. All not allowed a beer. Hogarden Wheat White Foster's, 4%, girls drink. What are they talking about girls drink? Weird that every night you fell asleep. Pasty or pie and peas? Pie.
I love
man's drink. Yeah, Hogarden's a cracker. A 4.98% ABV, which is almost 5%, better than that cruise camper a certain boy likes, that thinks he's a man, at 4.4. He gets in trouble on it. Oh, God, that was horrible, wasn't it?
Oh, well, good. It's recently.
I even had 6 pints just to try and.
I tried to sip of yours.
Yeah, it's definitely Andy. It's a cracker. It is, isn't it? Hogarden.
Oh, yeah. It's always been one of those ones that you enjoy no matter what the weather, no matter what time of year it is.
Yeah, it's been a good all-rounder. We always panic, like when it comes out of stock and it's not in for a while, you're like, oh, don't go.
That would go, I'd imagine.
We like Cruz Campo, Team Cruz Campo. You like Cruz Campo. I don't know anyone else. Oh, no, you got that matey, Rick, Foster's man. He likes a Cruz Campo, but let's be honest, he's no connoisseur when it comes to beer, is he? You're going to Glasgow. Don't tell me Rick's that silly to meet you in Glasgow. I'll credit him with more intelligence. Why are you going to Glasgow? Good luck, Rick. Good luck, Rick. Don't worry. Tell Rick I'll run the site if I don't see him again. In his memory, I must have been drunk. I like that goose camper. Yeah, I tried 6 pints of it, mate. And one, I weren't getting drunk. I kept pissing out all the time, didn't I? They thought there was something wrong with me in the pub. They were like, it was horrible. It was far too sweet. It had a really horrible sweet malt. It's 5.7. He's on that. What do you call it? Watch Rangers and Hamilton. Oh my God. Robbie Williams. Great to see another Robbie Williams fan in the chat as well. Respect, Gareth. Cruz Campo, a proper drink. Cruz Campo sounds like a boxer from South America. No, it weren't that good. Some boxers are good from South America, mate. Like water, yeah. He's in.
But Cruz Campo abroad.
Oh, Cruz Campo abroad is a different level, isn't it? You talk about the 5.6 one when we were in the hotel, and it just flows down. Oh, it's good on the sun. Both of them, the Grand Reserve.
In that hotel. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yeah. Love Robbie Williams. We know you do, fella. It's all right. I love Robbie too. I know you've had a few, the old 5.7. It's a little bit too strong for you. I get that. And there's another Robbie Williams fan. Unreal, mate. Oh, W. Hey, do you know what? Look. Look.
You need the back.
And on the back.
Yeah.
There you are.
There you go.
Oh, W, mate. Come on, Robbie. Last chance, Paul, for the free all-inclusive. Luke wants to go. I told you I spoke to him earlier. Luke's sorting out his passport, and he wants to go. Bango, mate. You guys on the left. Michelle's on the left blonde.
Yeah, left blonde.
Fella, I'm only on the Hogarten, mate. Love Robbie.
I've only had 2 pints of it left, so I'm quite safe for tonight.
Yeah, definitely. No, as you know, Andy, probably I'm a huge Robbie fan. Paul not allowed to Benidorm. I'm allowed to go where I like.
I just don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my lovely wife. Why would I do that? Because she'll kill me when I get back. What would be the point? I'd have to come back and face her a week later.
You just have to spend a week putting up with him.
Yeah, and a week putting up with him. I seen him live a few years back. What a performer. Yeah, mate. Absolute legend. Yeah. Oh, Robbie's off to Luxembourg today. But yeah, you can't go. You wanted to go last night. Gareth, I was humouring you where you were drunk. No, I'm not allowed to go to Chatham Town Centre, mate. It's very dangerous there. 150 € beer over there. What? Bloody Luxembourg. I never knew that. I've never ever thought of going to Luxembourg. Don't even know a place in Luxembourg. I was going to do a drive to a brewery in September, but they'd blown me out.
I didn't know what you were on about.
Well, get a translator then.
Yeah, but you know how these things translate with Google. They probably come out as gobbledygook.
Listen, you can at least give a reply.
No,
Benidorm, mate. The Elsinger Brewery we were going to go to.
Yeah, I know.
Closest to Freddie Mercury. Yep, I agree that all the time, mate. You know, no one's going to beat Freddie. And I must admit, I wasn't a huge Freddie fan, but some of his stuff live, Jesus, Live Aid, you know.
I love Freddie, man.
Yeah, I don't mind some of his stuff. But some, I mean, you live right. You listen to a Queen album, you know, the Queen CD, or you stream Queen. If you don't stream the greatest hits, there's some crap he made. The half his songs make no sense to anyone by himself. But then the big hits, like by him and Rhapsody.
Why he performed them on stage?
Yeah. Unreal. Unreal, wasn't it? An absolute tragic loss, wasn't it? You know, then again, so was George Michael, but unfortunately, yeah, Mark. No, I'm not going to Benidorm, mate. Benidorm, I've got my image to consider. You know? Yeah. My God.
Let's go to Benidorm with Kentucky shorts. He likes to show, didn't he?
Yeah, that was an interesting show, wasn't it?
Really did watch
Luxembourg to bank his cash. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised, Mark.
Yeah, no, actually, that would surprise me.
Unfortunately, with the Dubai things, as you know, with Robbie's become which is unfortunate.
Take the money wherever I can get it, which is a little bit.
You know, if I
sell out your principles, you're not that skilled, mate.
That's what I mean. Yeah, God bless him. You watched the Wham documentary? Yeah, I watched that on release day. That was brilliant. Not the George one, the Wham one. The George Michael one was
that one, maybe.
horrible. Well, it wasn't horrible. It's just the truth.
It was very emotional.
But yeah, that actually the Wham one had emotional bits in it as well because you know it's a hard one to say in a group chat. You know, Wham doc is meant definitely, mate. Brilliant. All going for a beer with his mate Simon instead. Gareth's banned. Banned from where? Banned from you're not banned from us. Yeah, no, that Wham documentary was good, and I must admit that kind of yeah. But it's just something that's not something to get into in a public forum because I've got my thoughts about things, and I'm sure a lot of other people have got their thoughts, and there's a lot of people that won't understand where we're going on this. So it's quite a confusing thing. Off to Bulgaria Thursday. I've heard the beer is pretty cheap out there. Yeah, I went to Sofia a few years ago. It was crazy, mate. Oh, Jesus. It was so cheap. It was unreal. It was literally like €1.
This one is not allowed to go away with
Yeah.
his friend.
I was with my friends. Actually, yeah, well, just say that, didn't you? I was with my friend. But yeah, it was cheap as anything. And the worst thing is, as well, not the worst thing, but you go into the bottle shops there, and the beer was like 50% free on the can. And it was like something cents, like less than €1.
Because I had a broken wrist at the time, and there was 2 flights really close together. I could only do one of them. And I picked Germany, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, and Poland is good. That's one I've never done, Poland. We've so many times got there. Some of Kenny Loggins songs in the late 70s sound a lot like George Michael, a lot like George Michael. Yeah, people have said that before. Poland is good. See, Andy's, stop. What have I done? What have I done? Stop. Whoa. That's all right. Well, at least I only lost the screen. And nearly went there, and it's like, oh. Well, that's why I do it on this phone rather than that one. Of course.
No comments.
Yeah, I know, but I'm going on here rather than on there because my heavy-handed hands, it's only the little phone because the other phone won't work properly, unfortunately, will it? Right. I'm back on here, but then I haven't got no chat. Okay. My chat has moved. I know it's moved. Right, here we go. Caro, yeah, I've heard that one. Benidorm this year, but Vegas scene. You had the invite coming to that. I'm not a fan, but it's excellent to see the two mates bounce off each other and make it, even if folks thought they were cheesy. Grand stuff. Yeah, I see Andy's single again. His woman dumped him. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, with Wham, it's like one of them things. I'm not going to Glasgow with you. Jesus Christ. I nearly got done in up there years ago. I'm not going to Glasgow with you, mate. No way, Pedro.
I'll go up that way.
I don't think I'll go there with you. Not Glasgow, city centre. Absolutely mental. Laura's, no, she's nowhere near. She's in Edinburgh. Absolutely miles away. Not allowed. If you get the chance, well, down to Burgos in Bulgaria, 30 minutes from Sunny Beach, especially to
that's where you will
cup of beer. Yeah.
Let's look at that.
Yeah, if you come in September the 29th, he won't. They all just say, yeah. But he won't. He won't go. Yeah, see, this is miles behind this. Right, that's it.
I don't even know what you're reading out.
Benidorm, Glasgow, Vegas. Okay. You seen?
5 minutes.
Huh? Yeah.
Make the first one.
You've seen recent pictures of Robbie. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, Robbie. There's a lot of there's a lot of things about Rob.
But I think anyone who's got body dysmorphia can.
Friday night, Glasgow, 2 a.m. is mental. I can hear them, and I live 2 miles away. Come on, Gareth, I'm there. Jesus Christ, it's on YouTube. I go, I can't believe it. You mean you two are seriously meeting? You need to be a fly on the wall. With them two in Glasgow. God help them. God help Glasgow.
Yeah.
It won't end well.
No, it won't. Definitely not.
Warn everyone, Mark. Warn everyone in Glasgow.
Really?
Take a screenshot. I don't need to, mate. It's between you and him. Edinburgh's good, yeah. I've never been as went to Glasgow was
I've got family
98.
in Scotland. I've been to Aberdeen. I'd love to go to Shetland Isles because I've got family there. It's a long way to go, isn't it?
Yeah. How many pints you had, Gareth? Because you may not remember in the morning. There's a lot of things you say and do that you don't remember. You know, he's up for it, Luke. There you go. You've got a companion. Poor Rick.
Won't remember him.
Yes.
You have to remind him.
I will remind him. Yeah, so I'll screenshot it for him. There you are. Poor Rick. Rick should be paid if he has to look after them too.
Yeah.
Mm. He is, Andy. Gareth is indeed up for it. You should have someone following around. The entertainment.
Not up for it.
I'll let you know the nutters are coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Get the board.
Turn them back. Yeah. Turn them Grand Gas Glasgow. Yeah, I went in 98. You had to drop something off from Mr. Blackpool. Went up from Blackpool to Glasgow. I had to drop something off, and we went in this pub, and it was really strange. It looked all right, walking around the place, and we had like 2 beers, and thought, let's go.
Well, I was a little kid. I think it was Mississippi.
Nice. No, Gareth is Glasgow, the Welshman in Glasgow.
Like you said, you'd love to have someone to fly on the one documentary of that one.
You allowed? I'm not going with you two. No way, Pedro. Jesus Christ. Barbarian. Oh, do you know what? Funny enough, Mark, I've heard about that. Not cheap, but it has everything, doesn't it? We see it in funny enough, Rick, who's meant to be babysitting them two, his Facebook group, you see there's a lot of Scottish in there. And you see some of the pictures, and some are like the hacker on draft, isn't it? The hacker, Paulana, Snyder's. Yeah, I know you pay for it. It's about £7 a pint, which up there is quite a lot, but you're paying for quality.
Again, the divide on price and beer isn't where you go further up north and beer is cheaper. It's quite expensive, isn't it? It's expensive in Leeds.
Albert Scott in Liverpool. They have everything. There's a lot of people that said Liverpool to us.
Yes, been suggested many times, isn't it? I really want to go to the museum.
Yeah, I went to Liverpool a few years ago now, and I knew I should have done more when I was there, but I just went to watch a football match and then couldn't get served in this pub afterwards.
Yeah, boys with you, didn't you? It was a while ago.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, no, I do need to do the Beatles Museum because Buzz have just done it, and it's kind of like something for us. Paul with Gareth to Glasgow. Sheriff was cool, defo. Nah, Paul's not.
No, Paul's not stupid.
Liverpool, quite good price. £3 a Guinness was there last month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Jesus, yeah, you can't knock that, Mark. That's madness, wasn't it? It's like £3 for a pint.
I suppose if you're in a busy kind of touristy areas, you're going to get stung. But you've got to find
same everywhere, though, isn't it? Evening, Jenna. Good to see you, mate.
Hiya.
Oh. If you go into the main bit, you're always going to get done, isn't it? Like the same as London.
I have to say, we've still got 15 people on.
I'm scared. I'm not scared.
It's been really nice. Today's been nice. This light's been great. We've got a nice mixture of people. Come on.
Yeah, but do tune in tomorrow because that'll be funny. You're going to see me drinking Guinness. I don't like Guinness. I'll be honest. She don't mind it. But I say the Irish lad's going to come on with us. I've got to know him on Facebook and everything,
yeah, this is someone I haven't personally really spoke to, so this could be nice for me to kind of speak to someone.
Yeah, I think
he told me a lot about him.
Yeah, because we're doing harp, we're doing obviously the Irish harp, the Irish Magners, and the Irish Guinness, as well as some Irish snacks.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and run through it and so on. Yeah, hold on, Lee. Good to see you, fella. Yeah, we won't be much longer now, mate.
Yeah, we're not going to hang around too long. We'll just
I'm not even going to allow his comment that was blocked. All right, where are we? Jurgen Klopp has a bar named after him. Blimey. I bet Billy don't go in there. I'm surprised Paul can wipe his arse without permission. Oh, that's a bit. You can tell he's on the 5.7% tonight, can't you? Have I got permission? Oh, there you go. I've just got permission, Gareth. You see? I've got permission. But yeah, no, do everyone try and tune in tomorrow. And Mark's saying it wasn't a Witherspoons either. It was an Irish boozer, which is quite mad. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't get out of Witherspoons down here, would you? Flopperberg Bar.
Oh,
So does Gerald. It's called Whoops, I Slipped. Watch it. Luke's a Liverpool man. Luke gets upset about Stevie G. It's his hero. Yeah, Kloppenberg Bar could well be, couldn't it? I don't know. I haven't, as I say, I did go. I went to a tram there a few years ago, watching Leighton Orient away. But it was like, that's the one, Mr. Fox. He's got it. Yeah. I went in a couple of bars beforehand, but I drank 2 bottles of wine on the way up and 3 on the way back. And
wine is never a good idea. I know Simo's not around for the moment, but I'm sure he can attest to that.
Simo did appear earlier.
Yeah, I know about those.
He did say hello, but he's gone back for a power nap. Simo's having a lot of power naps at the moment. And there's not going to be anyone from the show today, although Craig came in earlier, didn't he?
Yeah,
Because
that's nice.
when we left, it was like John Aldridge. Yeah, I remember John Aldridge. Blimey. Who's that, John? Oh. John Aldridge. Blimey. He was like Ian Rush, wasn't he? Great number 9. Yeah, Prenton Park. That was it, mate. It was good. Good. Leighton Orient won 5-1. Foxy scored a blinder. 2014 it was, I think. There you go. And Leighton Orient almost got promoted to the Championship. So yeah, what man? Yeah, it was,
Yeah, the Leighton Orient days, you look back at them with fond memories, but it's sort of big twinge of sadness as well.
yeah. Look at me. I'm looking back at the thing and I'm going, look, I'm drunk. So I just watch it because obviously my phone's behind, so I watch the chat on the phone because otherwise it goes, oh my God, it's only bad. Yeah, that's what it's all about, mate. You know, we got Gareth and Luke. Get some banter there with them two. They had a lovers tiff recently, but they've kissed and made up. They've made up, so they're lovers again now. So I get pushed out the way, you see. You know, normally I'm Gareth's right hand man, but once Luke's back on the scene, I'm binned off, and I understand how it is. Marine are the only team around those parts. Marine, yeah. Do you remember with Spurs? We played them recently in the cup.
This just things my head.
Leighton Orient, proper London old school club.
Oh, we
Yeah,
had some wonderful times there.
it's tough.
Orient, which is
Yeah, that's what I was just about to go into now, and I keep doing that with my bloody head. I just watched
it's
this,
emotional thinking about
yeah, no,
it.
that's what I was just about to say. But I'm sure.
It's devastating.
I spoke to Mark about this recently when my mate got killed and everything. And funny enough, I was going to go with Luke.
And the man was in his prime. Such a lovely, lovely man. And he made
Absolute
a
legend.
experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the football as much as it was about him.
Yeah. And he was called Mr. Orient because he lived and died for Leighton Orient, didn't he? And it's just tragic, you know, when someone dies. And it for us, we would never have done it so long and everything, but like
it made you feel so welcome.
Yeah.
This is my home.
This is my home. And
you're welcome to my home.
Me and my mate are doing the 92 clubs, which should be fun. Yeah, definitely. I was always going to do that. Sort of like, oh, Tiger, don't. I've got the other dog licking my leg now. He's old though, so I feel mean. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Sometimes people forget London there's more than Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, I shouldn't forget about the Smokehouse.
No,
because they really do struggle.
I always mean to go back there and everything, but it's just difficult because Frankie's not going to be there. And I know, can you not do that? Can you go back? Not my camera, please. You don't need to do that. Go away. I'm not being told off, and you feel mean.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but yeah, Loftus Road, QPR. Well, I should have supported QPR, you see, because my granddad was a QPR fan, and my dad was meant to support QPR, but my dad was a Jew, as my granddad said.
Yeah, no one take offense.
No one take offense. That was just
coming from an older generation.
What people forget is Tottenham's actual owner, Joe Lewis, is actually Jewish, English. You know, he's
there's nothing wrong
not
with
apart.
being Jewish.
No, there's nothing wrong with the Jewish community, not at all. But that was what my granddad used to say to my dad, because my dad should have picked QPR, but my dad picked Tottenham, and that was what he would say. So yeah, it was in London years ago. Can't remember the year. In the 80s, Mitcham up in the cup with QPR, possibly West Ham United, Cardiff.
It might have been a bit interesting.
But yeah, it was
There was a bit a few times.
South Africa Road. I bet it was, mate. I used to go up to Loftus Road.
When we used to go to Tottenham sometimes, it was a bit scary at times, wasn't it?
Can be tricky. Soon be eventual dress. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't it? Mm.
Some of the times it was getting a bit hairy, and I think I'm going up thinking to myself, I've got kids with me, I need to get out of it.
Yeah, Tottenham's just, I don't know.
Do you remember one of Paul Julia's first matches, and he was terrified. And I said to him, all right. I said, there are people you're fine because they will be really tight and really loud. It was quite scared, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you can't shout and sing even that much at football now. You stand up and turn to sit down. It's like
sit down.
It's just lost its way. I won't go to football because there's so much better things, especially Spurs. I'm never paying them. No way. I'll cancel my membership even. I cancelled my membership, then they offered me a season ticket on a text message, and I thought, get out of it. No way. Oh, West Ham's old ground. Don't, Andy. The amount of times in my younger days I nearly got done in West Ham fans. Especially with a certain person I went with. That was a horrible place, especially as a Spurs fan. They used to spit on us walking down the thing and everything. You're like, because there's like so many of them and so few of us. It was like, ooh. That's how it was, wasn't it? London, get in, watch the game, get out before it starts.
Yes. Yep. You hit the nail on the head there.
There was always the classic. If you knew it was getting hot, you knew like 84 minutes. You got to make tracks here, you know.
You get out and you
absolute nutters, Andy. Yeah, you're like literally legged.
Yeah.
And you're like, where's the place when you want them? It's like, oh, they're going to kill us. I remember going back years ago now with Tottenham and Chelsea, and the only way I could get a final ticket for the last time we won a trophy. My friend from Malta, he sold some property to this Chelsea season ticket holder, and he said, well, we can get you tickets, but you have to sit in the Chelsea end. And I was like, oh yeah, so don't, behave and everything. And he's like, yeah, of course we will. So the deal was we all went out on the piss and he got us chucked out from places. This businessman.
Like food fights, because he come back the next day and shirt I had to bin it. I couldn't get the curry stones out of it because they were loving food.
I share from there, wasn't it? No, it was absolute nutters. No, and then what it was, we got really pissed up on a Saturday night. And I said, I've got to drive back to Norfolk, because when we lived in Norfolk, 2008, wasn't it? I think it was, when we won. And I drove them around London. That was the deal. They gave me a free ticket. And I drove them around London. So I drove all around the pubs and everything. Well, it was all right until they started getting drunk.
And then those guys.
And then he's a Spurs fan.
In the Chelsea end.
In the Chelsea end, everyone's drunk. Like they're even getting like their kids. These Chelsea fans were giving their kids that were about 7 years old beer and everything, going, drink that, son, fucking drink that. It was like crazy. And then like, it's not a dirty year. I was like, of course I'm not. I fucking hate Spurs. And then everyone was getting more drunk, and they're like, he's a fucking yid. He's a yid.
And you were like.
And then the security, stewards come and got me out. And then as I was going out, once I was protected by the stewards, I was going, yeah, red boys. And giving them all this shit, right? And then I got out the thing, and there was all these Chelsea fans. I'm like, oh, no way. I couldn't even remember where the car was. And I was thinking, oh, my God, I can't get out of it. They're going to kill me. And Spurs won, so I was happy. Will chased me once into the garden on the shed. I waited till they'd all gone and moved into the bus stop. Yeah, we've had a few with Mill back in the day.
There's been times when.
Yeah, I was dreading it with Mill. I kept thinking of that. Ferdinand, hold on. What did I miss? Hold on. Glenn Motley out the Pistols, big fan, QPR. Oh, yeah, of course. Les Ferdinand, Sir Les, obviously with his Newcastle history, Spurs history, actually came from right by us, West Drayton. Les Ferdinand, yeah. Les Ferdinand. And he never got plucked out of non-league football. Everyone forgets this till he was about 23. What a man. What a beast of a player, wasn't he?
I think everyone forgets that way. He's so successful that he was like now.
I always said when Harry Kane was a kid, he was going to be a top player. I always said it.
Because it did smell of like
Listen, if you head back to the bar, you'd be thinking, yeah, you know it, mate. That's just what I was saying. I hadn't read that bit because it wouldn't show the bloody thing. It should come up now because it showed your second bit, but not your first bit. But what Foxy was saying there, yeah, as I just said, the head butted in the bar. Yeah, he was a big lad, wasn't he? Oh dear. Man City's old ground was horrible. You had to wait down the streets and they waited for you. Yeah, Main Road, you're talking about, yeah. I don't think I ever did Main Road.
Smaller football clubs. Been up the road to Gillingham.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Oh, blimey, that's off all the alleyways, didn't they?
Yep, Main Road was a dodgy place.
You can't get out the same way. And you're just thinking, where do I go? Where do I go? I don't want to hang around here because it's all going a little bit nasty.
Yeah, yeah. No way, Pedro.
Got 3 tickets, didn't he? Middle lad with school. And me and him went
scary stuff.
And I was really like, grabbed hold of him. I was like, we got to find the car, got to find the car.
Oh.
Very scary.
It's not that, you know, it's not like, if you go back to like the 80s, there was a football thing.
I wanted to retrace
it was more of a punch up, but now they just stab you up and everything. They weren't doing that back in the day when I used to go to football. People were getting stabbed and everything. And people forget that. It was all kept more quiet then. Stand bowls, blimey, you are going back in time, Ponder. Jesus.
There is still a little bit of you now. Well, there is for me anyway. As I was walking through London today, I felt a little bit uneasy at times because you always think to yourself, "Oh, is there someone that are going to try and stab me or something?" So you try not to make eye contact with anyone. You just get your head down, go to where you can go. Yes, please.
I'll stick it in someone.
I
don't need you to because you think
no,
back washing up the glasses. I get the gist. I know.
That point in, I'm not that worried.
But we've had 2 liveners, and that is a live and a half, isn't it?
Yeah. It was actually worth holding back today to enjoy the experience, but to come home and relax and drink that.
Nice proper Belgian head. How it should be. Suddenly my hometown has gone to pot since I left. Yeah, there's a lot of it. And like Randy said, so many of them did come to fight. And it was back in them days, it was rough. The late 80s, football was terrible.
It was just all about
it was just like,
it wasn't even about football.
Just crazy. There was just so many.
The most mild-mannered, loveliest man you could meet, my dad. He could tell you stories about it.
There were some absolute nutters, weren't there? And it was like, obviously you didn't find out about anything. Got locked up having a wrestler's burger, walking up to Hillsborough, young man, 16, 17, uppercutted me whilst I was having a bite of my burger. So I scrubbed the wrist in his bush, went in 213 times. Yeah. But yeah, that's what used to happen.
Yeah, but sometimes it is.
Evening, Tommy. Good to see you, fella.
Hiya.
But yeah, you just, I don't get it with some people. Like, I don't know, you know. You sort of think sometimes, why? Huh. It was, apparently some of it's quite bad now.
Do you remember? Who they playing? Who's supposed playing? And they had all the snipers on the rooftop. It was West Ham, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
I think it was West Ham.
Chelsea fans, I remember. A few of us
Yes,
chasing a few of us in Stanley Park. Expensive burger, more expensive than Five Guys. Yeah, a horrible lot. A lot of them are. There's good and bad in all fans. Remember, there's a bad lot of Spurs fans. You know, it's not just to Chelsea and that, but some of them are bad.
There's a part of that in it.
Every lot has their nasty lot, and some of them are obviously worse than others. When you go back to Chelsea headhunters, the Inistetti firm, and I think it was Andy was mentioned earlier, they were evil, weren't they? Them. And I hung around with one of the ICF guys in Windsor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That could tell some stories.
And he was off his nut. You know, he just used to walk into a shop if he wanted something and take it. He didn't care. It was off his rocker. Yeah, he was crazy. He got in his way. He was like literally about 7 foot and built so bad.
Yeah, if you put in a
the lad to Five Guys, got the mortgage burger. Yeah, that's not cheap there, is it? We haven't done that one, have we? The ICF were absolute crazy, weren't they? But, you know, as I say, that was back in the
One of
day.
the times we went and watched the game, though, wasn't it a European game where you weren't allowed alcohol in the stadium? And they were all drinking vodka, neat out.
Water bottles.
And they were just falling over themselves.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous because you got.
Nearly falling over you and the kids. I'm like,
Yeah,
mate,
with the little
come on, you're
kids,
drunk.
And standing there peeing themselves and falling over each other
Yeah.
and falling over the seat in front. I was like, oh.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
My kids were there and everything, and it was like quarter
A
to
lot
eight
of people had kids there.
on a Thursday night, and you got these grown blokes that have pissed themselves in their light jeans, and you're like, come on, mate. You know, and they're like, what are you saying? He's like, I'm one of you lot. Just don't, mate.
Yeah,
My kids
calm
are here.
down.
I'm stone cold sober driving it. I get more annoyed when I'm sober, especially when someone's
do.
drunk and they're annoying me, and I'm like, you ain't going to remember, mate. There's only going to be two things happening here, and it ain't going to be you winning. Yes, as a Londoner who supported Forest, I never wore a shirt to games.
No, definitely not.
Mm. No, I get that, mate. It's dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, depends where you go and everything.
I actually wore Spurs club. I was going to the Norfolk. I think Felix Smith's
Norwich.
That's the one.
Yeah, Norwich was all right, wasn't it? We went there a few
Yeah,
times. Went to Norwich, did Ipswich up there. That was a good ground.
Oh, what's the one that I really enjoyed that day?
Colours away games, yeah.
The time. And you covered everybody.
No, I had to buy half on the beer. No, that was Dartford. That was a non-league club.
It was really good. Though.
Very good stadium. They all thought I was drunk. I don't know how I did it. Watching Lake Loring away in pre-season friendly. It's only down the road, Dartford. You always go down to that football ground. Yeah. It was literally one train. No, Nottingham was when we went up to Notts County, not Nottingham Forest. Mark, Nottingham Forest fan. We went up to Notts County when they were still in the league, and I was saying to you, they were a huge club. If you remember on the train, I said to you, there's where Brian Clough managed, where I've been many years ago. Portman Road, yep, I've done that one. That was all right there as well. Portman Road. You didn't come to that one, did you? Because when it's dodgy, if I think it might be dodgy, my simple philosophy, I'll drive it. You'll drive? Yep.
No,
I'm on the alert then, so I know what's going on. Even home games with Dartford, Stephen, definitely, mate. Even home games with my accent, I was always getting strange looks. Yeah, Dartford was good. Oldest club in the UK is County. Yeah, they're out of the Football League now, aren't they? Most clubs had arseholes, even worse. The 10 Bobber boys that picked on everyone. I was at Toon game years ago. The 22 Southern lad from the Hyenas of Football, disgrace. Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Last year.
It's a small minority. Spoil it for everybody else.
Yeah, because you've got to remember some of these blokes, absolutely off their head. And you've got to remember, you're not fighting one sometimes, you're fighting a lot of them, and you ain't going to win. It's like you've got no chance unless you've got a load of people behind you. I used to think you have no chance because they know them, they know them.
People, and that's what they want to engage in.
Yeah.
Do I think it's right? No, I don't think it's right, but it's when they involve innocent bystanders that are not wanting to.
Yeah, people have been killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time or injured, where they're never going to walk again. They're in a coma for literally life.
Literally just been in the wrong place.
I think they're back in LG2. Seabrook. How did they come back up? Oh, I never knew that. Grew up there. Often went to match drunken team in the bar. Understand after the match. These were the days. Yep, that was it.
God, that has really got a wheaty, bready taste. In comparison to the blonde, it's really that bready kind of taste to it. You can really, you can really taste that.
So Bury come back up because I thought they went bankrupt. Yes, back with Wrexham. Oh, that's good news. It was good to see Wrexham back, obviously. It's a shame Gareth Bale didn't take the opportunity because I'd have gone to watch Wrexham myself to see the great man back. As you know, Mr. Ponder, I am a fan of Mr. Bale, a big, huge fan.
Yeah.
I always will be. Gareth Bale's just God. Always has been, always will be. That's how it is. If I for me, Mr. Fox, all things have dickheads. Why don't you just let it show? It's nothing major in there. Back from the dead, Barry. That's brilliant, though, isn't it? County and Wrexham back in League Two. Who come up? County, Wrexham, and Bury. Or did someone come up the info? Don't, please, please, just don't.
What? Just suddenly ran.
Don't.
If I told you, it's going to get worse.
Well, just pat him on the head and turn the F off. Mr. Bauer, what a player. Yeah. Yeah. Go on, because I'm holding the phone. Cheers, guys. It was good to see you both again today. Various voice secondary. Definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Great.
It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being part of our experience because that made the day for me.
Yeah, no, it was a good day.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
definitely.
Good to meet up with obviously people like yourself again, Craig, as I said earlier, that we've met before, and then always good to meet new people, wasn't it? That was mad when we first saw each other, wasn't it? He's on his phone videoing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, each other.
I just stopped that one and never started it again. I was like, I've done a 1 minute video, didn't I? I've done something. But no, it was great. The PGA Tour golf, I think, played the odd game of football. Yeah, he was good at golf as well, wasn't he? He was one of them guys, Gareth Bale, who's good at everything. Reminds me of someone I know.
You're not liking yourself.
If only, eh? If only. But no, it was great, wasn't it? It was a good day. Good day. Remained halfway sober, which was a change for us too.
Yeah, it was. We were very sober. But for me, it wasn't just getting to taste beer and everything else. It was all about the company. And everyone we met today was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I'm so sorry. The first guy that went, oh, hello, I can't remember your name. Sorry, I'm no good with names. But he was lovely, wasn't he? And he was like a review from so long ago that he remembered. I was no job with that.
Not from stringing a sentence together, Paul. He wasn't that good at that. Yeah, no, Andy, it was definitely a good day there, wasn't it, today?
Really good fun.
It was good. I don't know, we might end up back there by the end of the week. We'll see what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, this week will be a little bit heavy.
I thought Gareth Bale was tremendous football, a bit confused. He didn't like the old baked beans. We don't know, but next Friday's the real big one for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Hackney Church are there. Hackney Church are there. Not seen them for ages.
No. Great guys. Absolutely great guys. Can't speak highly enough about them.
Yep, they would be good. It'd be good. It's like, we know that one. That one's much easier for us to get to because we know down the open, we know where to walk. So we can have a few more there without having to worry about going halfway around London on a really what should be simple and straightforward to get back. But it's one of them things, isn't it? It kind of like.
It needs to be Britain, actually.
Yeah, you do like time, mate.
There and back.
You never get through the traffic. It'd actually take longer to drive.
Yeah.
To there than it would. Next Friday is Tobacco Docks Festival. What's it called? Not Brew London, is it? We've had that one, haven't it? London Craft Beer Festival is next Friday. So yeah, we're looking forward to that, aren't we?
Yeah, we did this stuff last year, and that was our first kind of taste of it. And we enjoyed it.
Before we met Flagman, we met again today.
Yeah.
And Rasco.
And I knew he was straight away because I love his gold hat.
Yeah, we met.
As soon as I see his hat, I know who I'm talking to.
Favourite player outside your football club? Cantona for me.
For
LGBF,
me,
interesting. I've got to say someone here that outside of your football club.
Oh, Peter played.
Oh yeah, mine would have to be hated Cantona. Mine would have to be Cristiano Ronaldo because he's
pretty boy.
The way he plays football. Yeah, he looks like. I'm not going to say any silly words on here.
It's not a pretty boy. It's fun.
Well, I was going to think of another word with P, but it wasn't quite pretty boy.
I tell you what I like about Jermaine Defoe. He's a really nice, genuine guy.
Hey, buddy, remember August the 11th, Jank Q time. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I'll have to send you a link, Mark. Your mate, Klinsmann, what a lad he was, wasn't he? Your mate, SJ, 007. His actual first game's released on August 11th. So if anyone's got VR, Ginola. Oh God, yeah. David was just brilliant, wasn't he? So if you love or hate, only asking. Yeah, that's true.
When he was called fat, and he went, "What? Where?" And he was perfectly toned. It's just like not an inch fat on him.
Yeah, I don't know where that one come from. That wasn't the brightest thing in the book, was it? To say to
Definitely not.
Ginola, was it? But I don't know.
He's a lovely man, and I think he's got better with age.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think so.
It's all great.
Yeah, I think he looks really distinguished now.
He's cool. He's some player. Ginola was. God, I loved to see him play quite a few times. Obviously, when he was at Spurs and there, and what a player! He played for your club, Ginola. I can't say that. Yeah, no, I'd have to go on Ronaldo for me.
That's really difficult for me because I'm not a massive football fan, so I kind of am quite into just what was happening around Spurs at the time. I would go on. It's one of the nicest people.
Alan Shearer?
Dean
He used to be
Cox.
your favourite? Oh, Coxey, what a legend.
Dean Cox.
They probably won't know Dino. I don't know if anyone in this chat. I don't know if anyone in this chat's going to know these. You're talking of like Norwich players. David Mooney, me and him, and our picture taken together.
Lovely people. He says he's going for a wee. Hopefully, it won't be half an hour in the league. But yeah, for me, football's kind of all just centred around my own club. Paul got me kind of more into watching European football and stuff, but I'm not really great with a lot of the players. Not quite as into it as what he is. I mean, it was all about the vibe being part of a community. So it makes you feel really included to be part of that club, to go and be in that place and be part of things. That's the side of it I think I really enjoyed more than anything. Which is what it was like today. Actually, I can liken that to today because there's so many people in there. Yeah, I know. Why is he doing that?
He's up in the rocker. I'll just shut the door, shut him in.
Yeah.
Right, so what was I saying?
Well, it's the community.
Kevin Phillips, yep, great player.
And I think that was what made today really nice, because you felt part of that community.
Newcastle was brilliant, wasn't he? Ginola as well, yeah. Henri, yeah, I hate him. Absolutely despise of him. Patrick Vieira, absolutely despise of him.
Oh, where is the other one? Freddie Lumberg.
Oh, God, despise of him even more.
I used to have a thing about a girl in one of the Robbie Williams videos.
Okay.
And he really had a thing about her. He used to drive me nuts with it because I didn't think she was all that special. But he had a thing about her. And she started going out with him. So I kept showing him the underwear, living model pictures.
Okay.
That's how you shut you up with.
No, Stephen, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not. Hey, Ben Bar. Good to see you, Ben. Good to see you, mate. A big fan of Janky. Found your content from your son. Keep up the funny reviews, Paul.
Yeah.
Fair enough, fella. Good to see you, mate. I like to have a good laugh watching Peter Crouch is brilliant, isn't he? Yeah, that thing the other day. He's a legend, isn't he?
He was lovely. He's such a down-to-earth guy.
Come on, Peter Crouch's best moment. Well, if I wasn't a footballer, I'd still be a virgin. That was just
If we're going
brilliant.
to go on any longer for this, we're going to have to put the light on the name because we are sitting in the dark.
We don't look dark on there. Look, that's what they see. It's just we see dark.
Oh.
They see that.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine because I'm looking at that.
Michael Owens, Liverpool shirt, ripped us. The French team in '98, hate them all, but they were damn good, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
The best player I've seen live at St James's Park, Luis Suarez. Yeah, cheating little git, but what a player. Has Eon cut you off? Oh, is it not? Has it gone dark for you? Because I see this. That should be what you see. I'm not with Eon, am I? When he was at Liverpool, yeah. The thing is with Luis Suarez, love him or hate him, he was a phenomenal player, and you can't say that his vision, his awareness, and obviously his goal scoring ability was just second to none, wasn't it? So do I look dark to you? Because I see it dark. Well, right, okay. You see, that's what he's showing me on that one. Right, okay, let me go. Hold on, let me just. I'll soon sort this out. Right, what's the plug? Hold on. Aha! Right, is that better? Does that look better? God, blimey. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Good player, Paul. Awful. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Thing is, he, as you know, with the handballs and the cheating, he cheated to win. Winning was so important to him. He didn't really care, did he? Who got in the way and everything, which is like, I don't know. I'd have took him in the Spurs team. I'd have bite her, yeah. That was it. 50p in the meter, yeah. Had to be 50p in the meter. Yeah, they saw it dark as well. We have to aim that light down on us a bit.
Yeah, okay, let me see if I can get them.
Well, I've done most of it. But yeah, Suarez was, he needs to aim down. Yeah, that's better. That's lighter, isn't it? Is that lighter? I don't know how to put the other lights on now. I can't remember. It's been that long. I'm never in here.
It's really, really bright. You feel like you're
10 bob mark. Yeah, 10 bob. That was it. And there is other lights around here, but I don't know if they work anymore. We're never actually in this bar at this time of night.
no, we usually start with
Well, you sit there, didn't you? But you just sit there in the dark. I just have the lights on up there. Ah, that's better. See? Yeah, I just have that bar's all, probably because I haven't put the lights on in that bar, because I thought we won't put the lights on in that bar because we're sat out here. Normally we have all the lighting in there, but the lighting isn't great in here anyway, is it?
Well, it's all a little bit beastly, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, blimey, not heard that one for ages. Yeah, 10 bob. My granddad always used to say, I'll give you 10 bob. And I was like, 10 bob? What's 10 bob? Ah, 50p. Yeah, cheers. But that's when blackjacks were 1p and fruit salads were 1p.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bad how you forget these old things. And then when someone says them, you kind of think, yeah, I remember. Ooh. Shilling, that's it. Shilling was 5p, wasn't it? Yeah, I went before your time. You're in your prime then. We're all paying with shillings. 50p with all the hands of it. Half a p, yeah, half a p. Blimey.
Yeah.
Remember half a p? Hell no, yeah. Hell no, yeah. Blimey. You're a kid. Yeah. Bad when you look back in time, don't you? Of course, I'm getting old. Torres was decent as well with his at Liverpool. Yeah, Fernando Torres was blonde-headed little twat, but what a player. But I don't know why he never delivered at Chelsea, and they paid all that money for him, didn't they? At Liverpool, he was one of the best in the business.
Man, it's very good as well.
Ratman? Who's Ratman?
The doctor.
Hmm.
It's quite like a...
I don't know. Looks like a rat. Now you're talking ball. Hey, what football team? You must think what team he's for. I've got no chance, have I? Oh, Luka Modric. What a player. How'd you call him a rat?
Because that's what you used to call him. That's why
I did not call him a rat. Why? When he left Spurs, I got a bit upset and called him a rat. Yeah, okay.
That's what I think, because you used to call him that.
Yeah, I did not mean it. Blackjack's 2 for 1p in a white paper bag. That's it. Sherbet dip, 5p. Gareth Edmonds is drunk, mate.
Yeah.
Bond villain, as they call you. Don't worry about him. He's drunk. He's been on a 5.7% ABV. He's already abused me and got legless.
He started off with Clyde.
Ian Russ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luca, what a ball. He still is now, isn't he? He's still doing it now, Modric. I'm drunk. Yeah, so he's still there, look. He's drunk. He's definitely drunk. Willinger. But I'm not a rat. I didn't say you was a rat.
I missed the point of the conversation.
I'm on about Luka Modric. Give up. As Rigsby once said,
Stop the world, I want to get off.
stop the world, I want to get off. Right. Rusty or King Kenny? Ooh, tough one there, mate, because Douglas. Oh, Ledley King, yeah. Of course, yeah. Talking my language now. Tobacco coconut cup. You couldn't scrounge along with sugar six. Yeah, I remember them. You think you were clever with them. Oh, King Kenny was class. Yeah, Douglas was, you know, absolute legend, wasn't he? What about if you go back a little bit further? And I think Mark, remember this, yeah, Gaz is a little bit later. Absolute legend, but a fool. But, you know, he's hopefully all right now. But what about, I forgot what I was talking about now. Douglas was amazing. Thanks for helping get his page on the Steam. That's no problem, Ben. Kenny all day, made teams tick. Kevin Keegan. What a player. And he almost done United, didn't he? Almost. Almost that title for the tune. And the way the football he played, you never knew with Keegan if they were going to win 7-0 or lose 7-0.
You always thought it was going to come out of Alan Shearer. So think about me.
Absolutely love Shearer. Douglas in for Keegan, 77, I think. But yeah, they're both complete. That's amazing players. Now, Keegan went to Hamburg, and then didn't he come back to Southampton? Wasn't it, Keegan?
Don't ask me then. If you don't know, I'm not going to.
I think Keegan, it was Southampton. I'm sure it was Southampton. I don't know. I might have wallen myself here. I've only had a couple of beers as well.
You're counting the knowledge. If you don't know it, I'm not going to know it.
I need chunk.
Yeah, he'd know it. He's got like one of these minds that just analyzes data and remembers everything.
Not in my era as a player, but as a manager, nearly won the league. Yep. Ponder said Keegan was quality, went to Hamburg, but we still beat them. Hamburg, Southampton too. There you go. Helicopter to Newcastle after that. It was, yep. God blimey, yeah. 2 hours 21 minutes. That time flies, doesn't it? I know we've gone on a bit longer. That was a funny hour, wasn't it?
It's been lovely. The conversation's been really
good. Yeah, I know, but the problem is we're probably bored everyone to death tonight. So we'll be there with the Irishmen on our ring tomorrow. When some of your friends you told me about, well, what it is, mate.
I'd
love it if we beat them. That was it. When he done that thing and you so wanted Keegan. The whole country wanted Keegan to do it, didn't they? Unless you're a Man United fan, you wanted Keegan. Because there was something about him that you can not but like.
The original one.
The original Ronaldo, yeah. But then you could go on Ronaldo, Rivaldo.
Who's the funny looking?
Rivaldo, yeah. Oh.
I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just sometimes.
Yeah, it was. I agree with you there, Phil Corvo. That was Mark Classic, yeah. That was brilliant. But yeah, you look back with Keegan. Keegan should have won that. But there you go. We're all behind him, weren't we? Even the Spurs fans. And he was that close. It must have hurt the Geordies. But then we had the same with Leicester, When we finished third, as everyone remembers, in a 2-horse race, we had the whole country against us. It's like, Ronaldinho, that's the man I was just about to say, Andy. How much do I love him? How much do I love him? Yeah. How much do I love Ronaldinho? I used to have this Brazil shirt with Ronaldinho on the back of it. The Barcelona shirt, because Ronaldinho was out. So he was my favourite player for years, wasn't he?
Yes.
Absolute amazing trickery. I'm out here hoping Hover buys Tottenham. Well, yeah, we'll take JC at Spurs. Love the man and still do. Put a team amongst real talented teams. Man United FC were fantastic at the time. Yep. Fergie mind games. Yeah, he was very clever, wasn't he, Ferguson?
JC's
JC is a pure businessman. He loved backing. Love Ronaldinho. If the effer never came to the UK. He bottled. And I don't know why. I hate to say it's bad because he's one of my favourite players of all time. But he bottled going to Man United. And that's definitely true.
we didn't want to live in England. God,
I don't know why. They were going to pay more money and everything. But then to see him in Man United would be like seeing Harry Kane in Man United.
but could you imagine your work taking you to a country you didn't particularly want to live in?
Well, most of them don't want to be here. It's a crap country with dodgy weather, but they come here for the money, don't they? Like, you know,
You could offer me enough to go somewhere else.
you could me.
Yeah, I know that you.
I mean,
And then you'd make me go with you.
I'm easily brought. I can assure you. I don't have no price tag. I'll go anywhere for a better life. Yeah, I'll go anywhere.
No, I don't tolerate it. So
Mm. That's what they do. Take the money and run. Genius with a ball. Yep, they agree with you there, mate. The excellent and underrated Berbatov. Ah, the snake. Don't even go there with him. He broke my heart, mate. Getting in that helicopter when you saw all the pictures with Ferguson. It's all like undercover, wasn't it, and everything?
it was like dirty little snake who come and did the medical with us.
Oh,
got offered
that's
more
dirty.
money.
Jesus, don't even go there about him. William.
Yeah.
Kane going to Munich. Yeah, hopefully, mate, because we were talking about this, funny enough, at the show today. And what Tottenham are doing to Harry Kane, Daniel Levy should probably be arrested.
We think it's absolutely disgraceful that he could offer. He's given our club so much service that they would hold him to ransom like that. We think it's disgraceful.
So, Campbell, do not talk about that, man.
Yeah, don't go there.
Let's not go there,
Don't go
Foxy. Kane is only going to Munich for the beer. And I'm not talking about Judas. I'll never forget 2002. And I'll tell a story here. I was in Malaysia and I refused to cheer England in a World Cup. And they were like, yeah, but we love England. You're English. And I was like, I do not cheer a team with Judas.
Yeah.
And when we got back, and it was Ronaldinho, when we got back from Malaysia, that lobbed, what's his name? Yeah. He lobbed Seaman, that overrated goalie. And I was like, Ronaldinho's done it. And it's just like, yeah, but it's England. I was like, I don't care. I'll not cheer a team with him. What he done to us was just, I don't know, because he was Mr. Tottenham. You know, I even looked at naming the kids Sol because I thought Sol was going to be with Spurs, Judas, sorry. I call him Wade. It's going to be with Spurs for life. And it just proved that, you know, money talks and, you know, he done things there. That's up to him, innit? But like he keeps wanting to be forgiven by Spurs now, all this like years later, and that's never going to happen. It's way too deep. Which is, yeah, they're talking to Kane, but I think that obviously I think they're prepared to go up to 80 million, but Levy's still insisting on 100. But it'll drop. Sol was okay. Judas was okay for Arsenal. Yeah, didn't watch him. Oh God, yeah. I couldn't picture him in that thing.
We used to drink the bottles before that.
Yeah, we stopped drinking Sol, the drink. Never ever drank that again. So what was it you said? I'll come round, I'll bring some bottles of Sol. I was like, fucking not in my house, mate. I couldn't do it. It was because we loved him that much. And he just made all of us look idiots. They never loved him. Yeah, they never loved him at Arsenal like we loved him. And he must know that deep down. He was the proper hero. Spurs.
There's a part of me that feels sorry for him.
Well, I don't.
There's a part of me that
I would
feels
say
sorry
fans.
for him, the amount of grief that he took. But he must have known when he did that that was going to be the outcome.
Yeah, because people are upset. When you're upset, you're going to get spiteful. I couldn't believe it. You know, so we were in Kuala Lumpur. And funny enough, I was with an Arsenal fan. And he started giving me this. It was just your captain. I said, I swear, wasn't it? I just, you know, when you couldn't believe it. Yeah, you know what I mean, Luke? It hurt so much, didn't it? I couldn't believe he'd done it. I don't believe any human being could do that to his boyhood club, that he was worshipped and that we loved him. He'd have ended up being Tottenham manager and everything. I never rated Seaman. Nah, not me. Rubbish.
I think it's a person.
Horrible.
Why would you want to put
Overrated.
that for money?
Ronaldinho loved Seaman. That was the one. Yep.
Yeah, no,
it wasn't. But as I say, when you get back to Judas, that hurt. You think back, that was 20. 21 years ago. Neville Southall.
Recently.
Not Jordan Pickford. He's not very good.
He was.
He's not. He's a Jekyll and Hyde. Mo Johnson went to Rangers. Yeah, another one. I remember that. Yeah, I just never got the thing with Judas. I never.
Oh, to watch West Ham raise that cup in the brother. Hello.
No, I'd have gone for a walk. I'd have gone for a walk, but that's all.
Always winding up the whole time.
It's one of them things, isn't it? It's football, but it's obvious that he just went for the money because Hoddle let his contract run down, and Glenn Hoddle, what a player! The vision, the awareness, everything about Glenn. What? He's not Glenn, though. He's Glenn. We need centre backs and fast. We need a striker to replace Harry fella. Mo wasn't really that great. Decent mind. That's a fair comment, mate. Yeah, I think, I don't know, mate. With Spurs, Luke, I don't know. Kind of given up a bit, haven't I?
Football's really
It just gets me angry all the time.
Because it really makes you unhappy.
We've really progressed on that. And then I'll mess up things when I'm working on the computer and everything. Because that team makes me so angry.
Yeah. I can kind of fit in its place and deal with it, whereas you can't.
Dennis Law went to City, but United still love him. Yeah, Pat Jennings went to Arsenal, but we still love him. But it's different circumstances all them years ago. Clive Allen, 50 goals in one season for Spurs. Hoddle, great player, but toss with a bloke. Yeah, he had some issues, didn't he? The new goalkeeper flaps all the time. Oh, God. I haven't watched one pre-season friendly fella.
Really?
Be bothered with it.
I said, do I want to upset myself? And I said, no, you don't want to upset yourself. It's not bothered with this.
Yeah, Clive Allen could score, couldn't he? He was great. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. You kind of wonder why that fella's come down from Celtic to Spurs, probably for the money. Probably stuff up and get sacked in 6 months. Wake up. Gareth's asleep, isn't he? What does it tell me, wake up? I don't know.
You're talking to yourself.
Yeah, I think he is. But no, there's some great players. You tell him, Gareth. Oh, right, okay. I'll turn the electric off upstairs in a minute. He won't be telling Gareth anything. Hey, be careful. But no, it's all personal opinion, isn't it, with everything. But I could never forgive Judas. Never. Never. I hate him so much. 21 years.
On a human level, I do feel sorry for him. But he brought it on himself.
Nico Klassen, yeah, I remember him. I come to check on you, Michelle, flat out, and you're dribbling. Little Nico Klassen for Spurs, outstanding. He was indeed. But no, please, my Steam Deck only has 80% and wouldn't last a night. I had a season ticket for Spurs, but members kicking up on a single map price tickets have gone up. Spurs used to play good football. That's their philosophy. Forest sold many players to Spurs. Yeah, you're like a feeder club for us, Mark, if I'm honest. But then, in days gone by, Forest have achieved what, let's be honest here, not a lot of clubs will do in the European Cup.
I used to like it when big clubs were supportive of the small clubs.
Yeah, but times have changed, haven't they? Even football's just a commodity now to people. And the more of these Arabs that come in and buy up, it's just not like, I mean, come on, City are light years ahead. If anyone thinks that anyone's going to beat City before the season starts, then no way.
Money now,
Ruled Fox, yep, he was a good player. Feeder club for 2 European Cups, yep, that's what I said, mate. I did say that. But that was a long, long time ago. Unfortunately.
That system used to work. It used to work for everyone.
Yeah, but you did right when Forest won the title, like when Villa won and everything, the European Cup. You didn't have all this money. I think Aston Villa won the title. It might have been
a little bit harder than God, like everyone's
early 80s with Forest. I think Forest might have been 79 and 81, whatever. Right. But the point is, when Forest and Villa done it, you would use 12, 13 players in a season, and that was it. As Mark, I'm sure, remember. Never forget, we got Paul Stewart. What a flop. Yeah, I was unfortunate with him. I spoke to him, funny enough. We used to follow each other on Twitter, but he disappeared a long time ago. And he was like, right Tottenham legend. Frank Clark, yeah, that was back in the day, wasn't
I
it?
tell you, he was a lovely guy. That one from Leighton Orient.
Oh, yeah, we know. No matter how long ago it was, that star will always be on the shirt. Yep, star we ain't going to get, mate. And you can only see the City shirt that's going with all stars. I just can't see no one touching him, and they've been really quiet so far, haven't they? Because I think Pep's looking at his team and he's thinking, well, hold on a minute, yeah, I've got to tweak a little bit, but who can I buy who's better? And it kind of, I don't know. It's a weird one. Johnny Metcalf. Blimey, I know that name. Can't think of where, but I do know that name, Johnny Metcalf. But yeah, it's just one of the things. I'd say
Peter Kitchen.
Peter Kitchen. Oh, Peter Kitchen, what an absolute legend.
Lovely man.
Absolutely.
Really lovely.
A lot of you probably won't know Peter Kitchen, but he was probably the best football player that didn't play in the top division. Only one sub. That was it. He won 79 and 80. Knocked out the corrupt ref in 81. Took a massive bribe. Came out later. Ah. Interesting enough. Franz Carr, Dutch lad.
There's been a lot of bribery and corruption in football.
Yes.
Definitely to do with the betting over in Asia.
Problem is, a lot of the time, there's too much money riding on it.
Too much money.
I mean, we're at time with Spurs. We knew Spurs weren't going to get to the Champions League. Do you know when we had the lasagna game? And I got a phone call.
One where there was all stomach bug rumours.
We thought he was joking.
He got up mega early in the morning and he went, do not bet on your team today.
He said, you won't qualify for the Champions League.
Bet on the other team.
Bet on the other team and you're going to lose. And I was like, I've got no chance. I can't remember who it was now. And I was still half drunk from the night before. And I said to her, Leon's off his head. And he kept saying, do not bet on Spurs.
He said, I tell you, I promise you, 100% correct information.
And we were like in pole position for the Champions League. And it was about 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? Because obviously they were 8 hours ahead in Kuala Lumpur at the time. And he just kept saying, don't bet on Spurs. Whatever you do, you'll lose your money. Bet on the other team, bet against your club, you'll win a lot of money. Yeah. And I took no notice of him. And what happened?
Yes.
Spurs players apparently got poisoned, wasn't it?
Yeah, food poisoning. And I just, but it was all I'm rolling, whatever. I was like, I can't believe that. He actually knew.
Yep, that's from Kuala Lumpur. Jason Lee. Yeah, God, yeah. That was dead. That was wrong what they did to him, wasn't it? The old dreadlock fella. He was a bad lad, and that was cruel. And there was a lot of cruelty in things now, wasn't there?
I think life's full of a lot of cruelty. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. It's still a lot of cruelty.
We shouldn't do that.
And I think the more money's involved, the more quality will be used.
Yeah, because like I say, football is a commodity now. Oh, Dele Alli. I still love that man. He's got a pineapple, you remember? Yeah. Old pineapple head. Yeah, he said sorry last year. It's a bit late though, isn't it? And a little player called Roy Keane. Not so little, RG. I want to see him at Dark Alley.
You would say it to his face.
Oh, God, no. God, no way. Roy Keane was a effing nutter, wasn't he?
He's very outspoken.
And he was solid, wasn't he? Cork Roy, one of the best ever. Cork Roy. Oh, pineapple head, though. Oh, that was mean what they did to him. It shattered him, his confidence and everything. But that's how it is now, isn't it? It's even worse now.
If you've got time to the physical side of football, and you can knock off the mentality, so it's actually
nothing you can do about it. Times have changed, haven't they? Yeah.
Stuff, even after getting fun.
Yeah. Top football players, skills and power. Clough sold him to United for 3.5 million a bargain with today's money. Today's money's crazy, isn't it? But that's how it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I find it a little bit crazy because the women's football is really up and coming. won a World Cup, they played well and everything else, and yet them girls don't get paid.
Yeah, no, absolutely
I
crazy.
find that
It's just,
inequality unacceptable.
it's one of them things, isn't it? It happens, doesn't it? Yep, you know it, innit? Right, we better wind this one down.
Yeah, yeah. We
What we
can
do?
use lows what we.
Yeah, we don't want to.
But I'd like to say this before we finish.
Steve McMahon, yeah.
I've had an absolutely wonderful day, and that has been due to the most amazing people that I've met today, and it's carried on into the evening by chatting with you guys. So I'd just like to say a big, big thank you to everyone I've met today that made my day special for me. It was a wonderful day out, and thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight because you guys have been special.
Yep, best friendly player. What is it? Rob Lee, 600k. I can agree with that as well. Good to see you, said. Forest, like you say, I really like John Robertson. Yeah, another class player, solid as well, wasn't he? But yeah, right. We're going to wrap this up. We're doing it one in.
Get off this one, otherwise.
I know. Otherwise, it ends up messy, doesn't it? But no.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much.
Back on tomorrow with the Irishman, hopefully at 7 o'clock. So hopefully.
It's been lovely to talk to you again,
yeah,
Mark.
Been brilliant, Mark, isn't it?
Honestly, I really love your conversation and your opinions and everything. So thanks so much for joining us.
Definitely been a pleasure, RG.
Yeah, you're one of our regulars. You
and you, Andy.
Doing.
Well, all of you.
Everybody does. I'm just picking up a couple of names there, but everyone, you've been brilliant. Thank you.
It's been good, isn't it? For a quick hour.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 hours.
Here all night chatting.
Yeah.
Right.
Been fun, definitely, Steve. We'll see you all again, hopefully, some of you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, bonjour.